Here we are. What's up, man?
We're live. What's up, buddy?
So they're still going live on Klein's stream, doing blinds. I guess the girls set up blinds for them, so whatever. It's cool.
Well, you're doing a little overtime. We'll just kick ours off and get started.
Yeah, cool. We'll bring people on. We've got a couple people in the lobby waiting. Some of them are about on the other side of the planet, but yeah, it's cool. It was a good week. You ready for your week back?
Yeah, back to work tomorrow. So not going too late tonight, that's for sure.
Yeah, this will probably be, I don't know, 2.5 hours, depending on what we have. But
yeah, I'm good. I'm good with 2.5.
Yeah. So cool. So tonight we are going to blow up some samples. I've got like 5 out right now. If I get through those, I've got like 15 more samples that you've sent me, or that iWhiskey She Wines has sent. You know, I've got a bunch of samples that people have sent. So
yeah, I got 5 ready to go, and then probably got a couple more I can get into. All mine are pretty high proof though. I got 2 out of that blend or the blind you sent me, and then the other 3 are 125 plus.
Oh, very cool. Yeah, most of mine are going to be pretty high proof. So I'm going to make sure I've got this up here. So, all right, cool. I am going to. What's up, Mark Bond?
Mark Bond, cheers, buddy. Yeah, I feel you there on the gotta work in the morning, but thanks for dropping in for a minute, and we'll see you around, man.
So before I get into samples, I owe some samples out to folks. So we're gonna do I got like so many screens, like everything reflects, right? Like,
yeah.
Come back here. So it's the 2001. Whoops, can never tell which way to go. Knob Creek 2001. So I'm gonna open this. I owe Adriana some. What's up, Tim Evans? How's it going, man? Hey, James Morgan.
James Morgan. Cheers, guys.
So I owe Adriana some samples, including I told her I'd send her one of these. So we're gonna make a mess with some freaking Knob Creek wax here if I can get this sucker open.
Wow.
Man, it's already
like a special bottle. They'd make it a little bit better, but
actually it's not bad. Oh no, here we go.
And it's crumbling.
Yeah, it's kind of crumbling. It seems a little bit better than it was, but man, this shit is still messy. Cheers. What are you drinking tonight, Tim Evans?
I'm on a pour of this Maker's cask right now.
Oh, nice. That's the standard Maker's cask?
Yeah. I'm liking it a lot more than I thought I would, because I've only ever had the 46 and the private selects, well, and the special releases, but
you've had the 46 cask or the
yeah A120 Larceny. Nice. I never tried the 120 or the 520, but I love the 920 and the A121. Cheers, Doug H.
So this is not cask strength. It's 100 proof, batch 4.
100 proof. Nice. So the 2001, but is it like an age stated? Is it an older one, or what's
So it says, I mean, it's kind of age stated. So it says, you know, it's a 2001 bottled in 2010, so 9 year.
Okay, so not too special on the age.
Yeah. I mean, I assume, oh no, bottled in 2016. Sorry. 2016.
Oh, 15 year.
Yeah, so 15 year, yeah. Sorry. I do have my glasses on, but I'm trying not to.
James is on some Glen Scotia.
Nice. Cool.
Like everybody.
Hey, Cheech.
What else do we want to say? Subscribe, hit the like, and click for notifications.
Yeah, click that notifications. I think that's it. Other than that, I think we could start bringing people in if you want. I'm just pouring my.
Yeah. Cheers, Cheech. Cheers, John. We're gonna bring a couple guys on here. Got,
Anybody that wants to join, that link is pinned to the top.
got Bobby from Bourbon Battalion and Ken Scotch Down Under.
What's up, you mother humping, loving, bourbon drinking fools?
Same old.
Ooh, you get a nice little thing like Booker's.
Oh,
I
little
got-
card, little special story.
More than 20 years ago, Booker No restored the standards for real bourbon. I didn't know what I was buying when I bought this. Just kidding. Man, that's a book. I'm not going to read the whole thing. You can pause right here if you want to read the whole thing. Let's see.
Yeah, just pause it right there.
Yeah, pause it right there, and then you can pause again right there. There you go.
Overrated.
I'll read it another day.
Well, reading.
Try drinking.
Bookers is not overrated. Reading is overrated. Oh,
I wish they did it's just got like a little piece of glue, kind of like the 15 year. It's like this little piece of like rubber glue.
Yeah, they can't lock those bottles in as good as they do the Bookers.
Yeah, the Bookers are nicer.
what's Ken popping? Gwen Scotia? Oh, you know what?
Ready?
2020 Campbelltown Festival release.
Hey,
Oh my fucking
So-
Hey,
God.
John T, how's it going, man? Welcome.
so Ken, you're a Scotch guy because you were
Because he's Australian.
because he's just
Oh.
so.
I'm-
I was on the
I'm-
hunt. I was on the hunt for someone when I was in California, right? And they said, "Hey, can you find this?" And I won't throw out the name, but he's like very knowledgeable. And I ran across it, right? So two of them he wanted. One he had, he just wanted to replenish, and one he was looking for. So one of them was
Roy 10. Is that the cast strength?
Lafroy Gin Cash Strength Batch 12.
Dang. I can't get that. I
Yeah.
want it.
So the other one, it's going to piss you off, Ken. It's going to piss you
Oh.
off.
Oh, is that a cast strength? You bastard. Which batch? which batch? If you're going to tell me batch 4, I'm really going to get pissed.
Batch 3.
Batch 3, okay. That seems to be the common one that's floating around at the moment. Everyone seems to be
So they had a case of it, just sitting there, no one buying it.
Oh, really?
That's a good drop.
Yeah.
How much was it? That's how I can tell if Scotch is good.
Both of them were like in the $80 range,
Oh, that's not bad.
80 to 100. Well, it was MSRP, right? I was somewhere.
So that's a bit like a $20 bourbon though, because it's probably cost $60 to ship it here.
Well, I think the thing. No, I think the thing that's unique about it, right? So, and this is like a bourbon guy starting to learn stuff, and I am learning stuff, but we know that like 58.2% ABV is not like your regular Scotch. So you're at like 58.2, so you're at 116.4. And that's a good palate, right?
Yeah.
I think the thing that's really hard, right? So for sure, as you advance in palate evolution, you go back to things that were really good, and you taste them now as your palate has evolved. You're like, it's missing things. So when I talk to the gunny, we sit and talk, and just different feeds I talk to, I was like, it's really weird. Why did this change? Well, it didn't change. I've changed.
Yeah, I was saying that last night. Actually, yep. Was it last night? Maybe it was the night before. I was typing it in, and it used to be like, you'd grab a, so let's say craft was a prime example. Everybody would be like, before you tried, one of the craft beer or craft bourbons or whatever, it tasted great. It was the experience. It was, you hadn't compared it to other things that you like more. Right. And so you took it and you went from one craft to another and you're like, damn, that's some good bourbon. Mm-hmm. And then now, you sip on like say a 4-gate or something for 2 weeks, and then you go to a craft rye and you're like, God, this just tastes so crafty. And I almost feel snooty. You know what I mean? I feel a little bit pompous for, being like, oh, I don't know. That's kind of crafty. I don't know if I like that.
Well, I think the thing, Mike, that's really important, right? That we, as anybody that would jump on our channel, right? So if we expect to have, let's say we expect to have X number of people on there, we would say that X plus Y. X is people that know bourbon, whiskey, whatever. Y is new. What we have to do a due diligence of is saying, listen, this is really good. However, our palate has evolved. We're looking for how do we take our really, really kick-ass best vanilla ice cream I've ever had in the world, and it was really fucking good. But, dude, some syrup on it, some chocolate on it, some nuts on it, and all that stuff makes it delicious. It's this evolution. It's this weird evolution. So my brother,
I don't know. I want ice cream now. All I'm saying.
Yeah, my brother is not a Scotch guy. He's not a high proof guy. He's not any of the things that is not classical bourbon. And he agreed when I said on that first Texas shootout I did with the Balcones, all of them were high proof, like really high proof and really young, right? Balcones doesn't do old stuff. And you look at it, he's like, why? And he said the right question. Why do I feel like this is so much better? And that's what you are challenged to figure out. What's different? What about it makes it different? Why do I think this is better? It doesn't mean that isn't good. It just means we've evolved.
Sure.
We've tried stuff.
Yeah. And I think it's, I just think it's interesting how we evolve. And I think we compare it to other things. And that's why we go try new things, because my mood changes what I like. I almost don't want to do any of the letter from the blind on our letters, and then just have my wife like redo them from that last blind we did at them, just to see if it comes back the same. Now, I'm pretty sure I'll pick the Booker's because it was kind of an obvious difference. Just, the peanuts in it. But, I don't know. To me, it's just interesting how your mood can change things. But I do think, as you try new, different things, you start to change a little bit, right? Like you realize you like some things. What was your favorite? You tried something different, and now this other one's your favorite. And then it's cyclical because you'll come back around, right? Like I'll go into a rye phase, and then I'll be like, oh, now it's a bourbon phase. And then, oh, wow, rye.
Well, I think the thing that how you get there is you have to do double blinds, and there isn't enough double blinds done. You have to be going up on a 4 pour where you are blind and you have no idea even what you're tasting.
Yeah.
Because if I'm doing a blind.
Just reset it for everybody. I'm pouring my first sample. We're just killing some samples tonight.
And Adam, you've been on here a while. You've watched me on feeds, and everybody's like, what are you drinking? I'll be like, Kentucky Chew. They're like, what are you drinking? Kentucky Chew. And I polished a bottle. And I was like, the only reason I polished it because I had one in the hold.
Yeah.
Kentucky Chew is a solid pour. It's like, but that's the thing with a weird high proof. You have this palate exploration, right? You have this, when you get the higher proofs, I think the thing, and I'm asking you if you agree with me, right? And it could be no, fuck off. But for me, the higher the proof, the bigger the aromatics. The aromatics go back up into your olfactory. And when you go through this process of getting like a 6-step pour, once you're totally acclimated, you have the aromatics that are coming back up through your olfactory, and you're fully acclimated. Then you're like, oh my God, this is flipping amazing. Because the lower proofs don't have heavy aromatics. They don't come back up through.
Yeah, so it's interesting, and I'm no expert. I was talking to a local distillery guy here. He was the master distiller here, and it was a craft distiller, but he was referencing, I don't remember which, I don't know if it was Bourbon Tucky or what's the other one that's like on Netflix still. Bourbon Tucky was kind of an interesting one, but the other one was a little more technical. Anyway, he was talking about the fact that actually the higher the alcohol, the less the flavor. So the proof isn't what does it. It's what happens is when you put water in it to lower the proof.
Yeah.
That's what reduces it. And he said, so barrel and cask strength, when they come out of the barrel at that proof, is when you get the most flavor. It's when they have to water down the proof that the flavor goes away. Something to that effect. I'm not as technical as a lot of you guys are, but yeah.
That's true. So what happens is it comes out of if they do a barrel proof or a cask strength or whatever, the beauty of it is, and this is, I think, the thing that people miss. What I can do with a cask strength or a barrel proof is I can tone it down drip by drip to my profile. I can't take a low profile and proof it up. So you have to go like, wow, I had this. This is really good, but it's a little bit of this. I wish it was sweeter. Well, what's your proof? How many drops of lime water do you need to knock it down? And you do drop by drop in different pours of really small, like literally small pours. And once you get that, then now you know, hey, if I do this, I can change it to this. Me and the Gunny did this tonight. We literally did it tonight. We had Elijah Craig 12-year, old bottle, not Elijah Craig 94, literally Elijah Craig 12, right? So we were on the old squat bottle of 12 when they did the age statement. They say this is exactly the same as the 94 small batch. Liars. Lying, mother humping, never lying. Oh, untrue. This is not the same.
So that's a point I wanted to make on what you were saying there with the proofs and everything. I think there's a balance because age is another thing you got to factor in. So you get age, lower proof age stuff, you can get a lot out of those complexity wise that you might get on a younger barrel proof because of that proof, you know?
Yep.
So I think there's a balance. Like Elijah Craig 18, you're getting a ton out of that compared to like, you know, regular EC, small batch. But
yeah, Vegas Art. I think where Booker's is getting a bad rap right now is their prices are going up. Right, like what used to be a $60 bottle is now $100 in a lot of places. So
that's the thing is I never bought it for those prices, so I don't know any better. Like I think it's a good price at 90.
I still think Booker's is a buy at 100. I mean, I'll probably buy everyone I can get my hands on, at least one of everyone I can get my hands on at 100.
Yeah.
Mike, call me first.
Yeah.
Bobby can get them for cheaper.
Well, Bourbon got me two. He got me what was it? The Donahoe, and what was the one before Pigskin?
Yeah.
I didn't even see that one here. Was that Boston?
Oh, the one before, was it Grandma's or was it?
Yeah, it was either Granny or Boston. I can't remember.
Hey, John T, welcome, buddy. Cheers.
Hey, how you doing?
What are you drinking tonight, John?
I'm gonna go through some of my Chattanooga samples.
There you go.
Oh, nice, good.
Got to decide which one's best. So,
Thanks
I guess we'll
buddy.
we'll figure it out by the end. I'm sure. One way or another.
Yeah, Vegas Art 80-90. I think it's a buy. Like, it's hard to find here. It goes so fast when it hits the shelf. Like, very rarely is it on the shelf. Like, so if a buddy doesn't grab one for me, I usually don't get it because I work during the day. So
befriend people in California.
Yeah,
I was just in California, and all the Bookers was MSRP.
Yeah, and I have a buddy that owns. He owns a couple of the Kagan bottle store. Well, his family owns all the Kagan bottles in San Diego, or Southern California, now Arizona, I think. And he used to always save one for me, but since I left San Diego 3 years ago, I haven't really gotten them. And it wasn't as hard 3 years ago to find them anyway. They'd be sitting on a shelf. But
so it's really easy, Mike and Adam. Richie Z is in California.
Yep.
And he can hook you up because me and Richie talked all last week.
Apparently New York too. Bourbon finds it all the time.
I was stunned. I mean, I was literally like, I went out with X amount of dollars to blow in California. and I did not take enough dollars to blow. But I also didn't have a big enough carry-on case to carry it all back.
I don't know if I should crack this because I'm not going to be able to kill this one tonight.
Now, having said that, I did my due diligence. I only took a little carry-on with all my bags. What do we got here? Oh, Michter's 10-year rye. Yeah, that's a good rye. And I was able to get all my luggage. I only had one carry-on with my clothes. And I brought back 7 bottles. I have
Shane, are you back home? Shane Long?
What's up, Shane Long? Cheers, buddy.
Listen, that's Mr. Sir. Mr. Sir
Lord.
Shane Long. Get that shit right.
Lord.
Mr. Sir.
So that Michter's 10 rye is a good example of like a lower proof, but tons of flavor in that thing. That 10-year rye, man. Whew.
Shane, are you going to jump on or are you too hungover? Like a little
Get
bitch?
your ass in here, boy.
Dude, he was on Cheech's stream at like 1 in the morning last night, or this morning, I guess.
Yeah.
What's up, Bourbon Battalion?
That's me. Cheers.
Is that you, John?
No, it's Bobby.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Bobby. Oh, yeah. Fucking A.
How much you had to drink, Mike?
Dude,
Mike,
I
look on screen right now. Look
Not
on
enough
screen.
yet.
God, it's Bobby. Sorry, Bobby. I knew that too. I'm
I
like,
know you did. I know you did. I'm just laughing.
oh shit, Shane, you're not going to be on for like an hour because
Unloading the car.
he's got to unload the car super slow to make sure the wife doesn't
Maybe
see
they
how
need
much
to
he's
see.
dragging in.
Yeah.
Unloading
yeah.
the car
Hey,
for
Bourbon
what?
Neophyte in the house. Cheers, buddy.
Yeah, Mr. Neophyte. Mr. Neophyte can arguably go toe to toe with most people. The only one that can give him a run is Lava Man on having the best voice when he like strokes his mic.
Oh yeah, freaking Lava Man's crazy, man.
Lava Man's really good. He'll be like, hey, how you doing? Welcome to Livewire.
Yeah, that's right. I try it, but I can't.
ASMR sometimes.
This is the only ASMR I know how to do. Like, just lean in, touching your face.
Smoke more cigars. You can be like, hello. It like
Yeah, that's right.
nasty, scratchy, like. But Lava Man does it because his Beard of Power, which
The
he's
throat cancer voice.
power,
Yeah.
it makes me want to grow my beard out so I can beard slap him.
I see that, Cheech.
I already highlighted it.
Oh, you did? I missed it. Yeah, sorry.
That's the second time.
So, Livewire,
Yo.
how do we support you?
Come on live with us.
No, do you have a PayPal, a Venmo, a Patreon?
No, we haven't done any of that yet. We're
Yeah, not yet. We're right now. It's kind of chill. Like we're not ready to
Start
bust into.
simple. Throw up a Venmo.
we just killed we just cleared 100 subs, so this
It's
technically should
irrelevant.
be our 100 sub celebration, but
Yeah.
we
Cool,
decided
that'd be
not to make a big deal of that.
Yeah, we're in here. We're in it
Good.
for the
We're
glory.
doing it now.
Bobby.
It's 100 sub celebration.
But
Yeah, 100 subs. Everybody do a shot.
Woo.
I will like sip.
Whatever's in the glass.
I don't do shots and stuff, but I'll cheers you.
Cheers to that, everybody.
Adam,
100 subs.
while we're on here, create your flipping Venmo and I will promote it. I can't rent you. If you, Mike, throw a Venmo up there. You get all the proceeds from Venmo and PayPal. So I'm just
Yeah, Mike's our tech guy.
Maybe we'll
Does
do that.
basically
when we
everything,
get
and
up.
I just show up.
Let's do a simple thing because I love this. I will absolutely support you in any way I can.
Yeah, we're just
just
kind of building up. We're more about the community right now.
Well, I know,
It's not about us, man.
you know in there.
but Ken knows this. John knows this. I know this. This shit ain't free.
Yeah.
No,
Hell no.
it's not.
It's not free.
Yeah, notice we can put 10 people on StreamYard. It's not free. Yeah.
$10 from
Yeah, hell no.
$1 from someone else. There's nothing better than being able to go on and say, hey, listen, this was bought because I had X. Now, I don't have a lot of that, but I have some, and I have been able to buy some stuff. And it's a benefit. And then someone knows that I think a missed opportunity is the idea of saying someone's contribution helped if I give you a $10 feed and like 10 people do it, and you're able to buy $100 bottle that I can't buy at $100, or if someone can't, and you're saying, hey, listen, I bought this from my feed, this one, they get an opportunity to get your notes because we relish your notes. If I like Livewire, it's because you have notes that I trust. And this is why the Whiskey Tubes works. There's a lot of pallets, and there's a lot of different pallets. I have to identify with who has a palate that I trust, because it sounds like you have tasting notes that I agree with. I want to give you a $10 thing so that if you buy $100, I can figure out whether I need to go buy $100. So get a Venmo and a PayPal. It's real simple. It doesn't cost you anything.
Yep. Yeah, we'll get one set up. Yeah, we talked about that this week. We just haven't set something like that up yet. We live in different geos, and so we got to figure out how we distribute it.
Just throw up a common, because you can do Venmo. Venmo is really simple. You can put up a Venmo that multiple accounts can lead into, so both you and Adam can both be in that.
Yeah.
And
another way, we do have an email, livewirewhiskey@gmail.com. You can reach out to us. If you want to support us in a way, like send us a blind flight or something that we can do live, that's cool.
Put it on the banner.
Whatever.
Mike, put it on the banner. Put your email on the banner.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah.
Are you doing it? You want me to do it?
I'll do it.
Okay.
And just throw it up on your banner. Like, I know how to get a hold of Adam.
Oh, shit. My cunt is here. Mike, you know how long I've been waiting for you to be on our stream where I could say that?
I have a friend that grew up where I live, Mike Hahn, Savannah, Ohio.
Yeah. Mike, I'm glad you're here. I always say his name in like everyone else's chat, so hopefully I don't offend him when I say it, because I just freaking love it. Isn't that Fast Times at Ridgemont High?
Ridgemont High.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, true story, my oldest went to the high school that movie was based off of in San Diego. Although it wasn't filmed there. That was before all the gangs.
Which one?
So it's called Claremont High School in San Diego. But it was actually filmed in the Bay Area, which is funny because it was like in East Bay where it was actually filmed.
Yeah, it was.
But it was based when it was written, it was based off of Claremont High School in San Diego. So
They couldn't find Spicoli down in San Diego. They had to go up to the Bay.
yeah, that's right.
And what's really funny is like you know as well as I do, the East Bay don't have waves.
Yeah, there's no surfing in East Bay.
No, there's no surfing.
No.
You know what you're going to get?
You're a dick.
You know what you're going to get in East Bay? An old military island looking over at San Francisco skyline, because there's no waves, just cold rip currents, and you're going to drown.
And traffic.
Yeah.
What's up, Bourbon Neophyte? Thanks for joining, bro.
Yeah.
What's up, Benji?
Bro.
Neophyte, you know what?
Yeah.
You better be stroking that mic like you're mighty, like wolf, like.
How are you, Anthony?
Yeah.
Oh, you're muted, buddy. You're
No,
muted.
he wasn't. He heard it.
Shouldn't be. How about now?
Oh, there you go. Now I hear you.
Neophyte, how you doing tonight?
I'm perfect. How about you?
Yeah. What tunes do we have going tonight?
I am more perfect.
Yeah. What's up, Nick? Are you or Adriana going to join tonight? I heard,
Is Adriana in that? Motherfucking Adriana.
I haven't seen her yet. I heard she was talking yesterday about how she had stuff going on tonight. So
She was on a feed earlier.
Nope, Frederick's in the house. Good Morgan.
hey, Frederick. Good morning. It's early there, right? Isn't it super early where he's at?
Ken, I'm going to do scotch with you. I swear to God, I am.
Nice.
Yeah. Cheers, Frederick.
Isn't he in Sweden or?
Yep.
Well, it says with a K. He's in Sweden.
Sweden. Sweet.
Even?
I don't know how to say it.
Sweet.
Adriana, I cracked it tonight for you.
What you got there, Ken?
I got a Firkin 10 Ben Rennis 2008 Madeira cast done in 48.9% ABV. And I've got a Firkin Tillamadine 2012 done in Oloroso and Anamatillo.
Oh, you had me at Olarosa.
Yeah, well, all right, we'll do that one. Then we'll do the Madeira. So we'll
Cheers,
do the Tillamadine.
Adriana. Cheers, Bourbon Beginnings. Ruben. What's up, buddy?
I dated a girl named Madeira. Just kidding. I'm not that old.
Adriana?
Yeah, I poured it earlier, Adriana, when you were on someone else's stream, probably.
How was it? You didn't talk about it.
It was good. So, I mean, honestly, I think it's pretty similar to the 15. I don't think it was all that different. You know, it's when the Knob Creek gets older, like, I think some of that nuttiness goes away.
Yes, definitely.
You know what I mean? So it kind of changes it from being like a young Knob Creek to an older one. It gets a little more complex, and yeah, it was. I really like it. I want to do a blind between that, the 15 and the 12, and see which one I like better. Oh shit!
That's funny.
Oh my God, you're still upright, Long.
That was a lot of liquor to bring upstairs.
Yeah, I know. I said it was probably going to take you a long time because you had to do it without the wife seeing it all.
Oh, no.
Well, thank you for joining, Sir, Mr.
Yeah.
Sir.
Hey, quick
So
shout
give
out
us an
to,
update.
quick shout out to Cheech. Thanks for having me, buddy. I saw your message there, chat. It was honor's mine, man.
You just got it.
No,
Yeah,
that
let's
was
see the
cool.
haul, Shane.
Hey,
That
so
was cool
Cheech,
having you check in on his channel and
Cheese is like
Trevin, everybody.
Cheech is the best. He had Sir Shang Long plug him on someone else's channel.
Yeah.
Show
Say
us
that
the
again?
haul there, Shane. Let's see what you.
Oh,
let's see what you got.
you guys want to see the unboxing?
Yeah,
Yes.
let's see what you got.
Yep.
Unbox-
Seen that shit.
Where's the
Kentucky. Yeah.
Kentucky
that's
Owl.
batch 4? Another batch 4. I found those at Kroger for $240.
Damn.
Mattingly store pick weeder.
Nice.
Old Carter single barrel 40.
Nice.
Samurai's batch 3. Oh, let's see. Pfeiffer Pabbit.
Nice.
The 2?
What, the Pabbit?
Yeah.
No, it's only one.
Oh.
Yeah,
thought they had a
there isn't
second batch.
one out yet. Disco 4. Joseph Magnus cognac finish.
Lion share. Grr, baby.
Calumet 15.
Oh, yeah.
New Riff store pick.
Those bottles look sick, don't they? Fuck. I
Oh,
like those
yeah.
bottles.
4-gate. Actually, I need to start stacking them up there.
Which
You better hide-
which
you
4-gate
better
was that? What batch?
Hide that shit, Shane.
That was a batch 1.
Oh, right on.
Hey, so I'm
I
with you.
just put it back. Go ahead. That was Battalion talking, right?
Yeah, so I was out on the back deck with the gunny earlier, and we were sitting there, and he's like, "Dude, we need to like do a couple things." So we did a couple things, and then I pulled out Old Granddad 114, right?
Yeah.
It was really funny, right? I pulled it out, and he's like, I was reading it, and he's like, "Make sure when you're reading it, it says make sure to look at your batch numbers so you know how awesome it is." And I was like, "Okay, let me see what I got." And so I was reading it, and Adam knows where I'm going with this. I happen to pull this out, and we cracked. This is how much is gone. So you have to go into this.
Hold on.
Go into this, right? So we were plowing through this.
Okay.
This.
Wow.
Hold on. Where's it at?
Cover your face.
Cover your face.
Oh, look, the stream just got better.
Yeah.
Oh, batch number 1. Nice. And then all of a sudden you started pumping the brakes on those pours, didn't you?
I was like, whoa! Why did I
Frederick.
go to lot number 1?
All right. So let's see.
Hey, Adriana is like, and then he sends me a rye sample.
Jesus. dude.
Hey, Adriana,
Oh man.
I'm gonna get these. I'll get these all up here. So this isn't the home bar, right? This is the apartment bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the apartment the wife don't know about.
Yeah, right.
The whiskey apartment.
Let's see.
Damn. Congrats, buddy. That's you gotta be stoked after that weekend.
It was a good trip for me for sure. Definitely not for my credit card, but
So what was the highlight of the event itself, right? So I mean, it's an $800
I
ticket.
mean, I'll be honest with you. The highlight for me was the time I spent with Dixon. I probably talked with him for 20, 30 minutes. Told him about what my ideas with the whiskey. He gave me his card and said, call him if I needed anything at all. He wanted to help out if he could.
Awesome. Hey,
So-
I don't know if you saw this, and I don't want Nick to get pissed, but I think Adriana just said she'd like to move in with you.
But yeah, well, then I got to meet Mark and Sherry Carter.
They seem like good people.
What an amazing guy. And then I got to try two of his unreleased batches that he had with him. They were just amazing. And I found out, he told me that they're releasing it in New Orleans this week. So I'm going to be going out and scouring. And whatever I grab, I'll be firing off to people. So if you guys want any old Carters,
I want an old Carter so
More
bad
Shane-
it hurts
More
my.
Shane Long.
They don't even ship it here, Shane.
There's only like
Yeah,
4
they don't even
states.
ship it here either.
Hey, bourbon.
Ain't seen it here. That's for sure.
Bourbon
You guys are fucked because Shane and I are best friends.
But let me tell you this: the one I had, of the two, I had the batch 8 bourbon and the batch 6. Batch 6 American whiskey and the batch 8 bourbon. And holy crap, dude.
Shane was a big hit with My Cunt.
Yeah. Trust me, that's nothing new. That's well known. Just search the internet.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying that I may have squat bottles you might be interested in.
Possibly, dude. So I'm really looking to kind of snag all of them I can. I'll tell you what, Dan Like put me on the alert too. He said any of them I could get, he'd buy. So, but I know he's got like 1 million already, so he can wait. But that batch 6 American whiskey, you heard it here first. That's probably the best whiskey I've ever tasted in my life.
Go on to your next one, Mike.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm on the Knob Creek, the rye one.
And I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to set this up because it'd be a hell of a lot easier just to have me show it to you all in one shot.
Yeah, you're good, man.
Which bottle are you the most excited about, Shane?
That I got?
Yeah, that you just got down there.
Oh,
Besides
my gosh.
the uncut I sent you.
Yeah, besides that one that I am pretty excited about too, by the way. Don't think I'm not. Probably that Old Carter single barrel or the Magnus cognac finish.
What juice is the Magnus?
It's MGP.
Nice. I've heard some of those are Dickles. So.
Yeah. The Remus 3, I'm excited about that one too. All the 4 gates. But, I mean, first would probably be the Carter. Although, I don't know. These batch 10 bourbons, I'm kind of excited to crack one of them open too.
Hell yeah.
I got to set up the Parliament here.
Yeah, so I was just in California and I got an opportunity to get like a haul. I just couldn't afford to buy all of them and fly them back.
Wow.
Yeah, you should have rented a car and driven, Bobby.
Yeah, I mean that was 100% my mission, right? I knew.
The thing was that when I went into a couple of stores, the things that I was like stunned that were on the shelves, and they were in the shelves by like not one, but like a lot. And I was like, oh, what the hell? How do I listen, I took only a carry-on and I got all my clothes back in 7 bottles. So it was
Crap. I forgot I got another box.
I know how to do it.
Man, I hate it when that happens.
Dude. I had it all set up and then I'm like, oh no.
So you know what that reminds me of? There was this one time when I lived in the Bay Area, I had a manager that left the company I was at. I'm in sales, and he's cleaning out his desk. He was like the director of North American sales, and he's like cleaning out. I mean, this was when they did checks instead of electronic deposit. And he's like, "Oh, here's a $12,000 expense check. Oh, here's a $21,000 expense check." He had like $65,000 in expense checks that he hadn't deposited yet.
Hey, you guys gotta share Adriana's last post.
No good. I reckon you can find some pretty cool names.
Yeah.
Wasn't it like the street you grew up on and your first pet or something like that?
I got a good one. It's my first pet and my mom's maiden name.
And the last 4 of your social.
I got one for you, Adriana. Trisomy 18.
Wow, that's not a good one.
my first pet, my mom's maiden name is my porn star name. It's Hooch Long. Maybe we're related, Shane.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Any family in Idaho?
No. All right. Think I got it set up.
Oh,
all right.
That camera on.
Here we go.
I saw Booker's.
Good Lord.
Booker's Blood 07.
7, yeah.
Old Carter. And then there's a Jack Daniel's store pick back there. Kentucky Par. 107s. Another pick.
Is that 920 or A121?
A121.
Yeah.
A Pilar pick, the Mattingly you saw, the new riff, 4-gate, 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 4-gate. It's batch 1, 2, 4, 6, and 11. I didn't buy that there, so that I guess that technically doesn't count as a haul, but I'm going to show you all those anyway. The Mattingly, the Bardstown, cast strength makers, which I got for like $35.
Hell yeah.
And then the 46 I found, cast strength.
That's a good drink.
Yeah. Remus.
Those 46 cast strengths are all over here still.
The Magnus you guys saw. And then, of course, the Parliament. 3 batch 4 rise. I did find a batch 1, batch 2, batch 3, batch 4, and then 2 10s.
Hell yeah.
So that was the haul.
Nice.
Nothing was over MSRP.
That's a great
What
haul.
are those bottles? Are they green spots or blue spots?
Blue. I got 2 of them. But
Nice.
one of them's one I've already been drinking on, and the other one's a brand new one that my buddy got for me.
Nice. Still can't get one.
Dang. Yeah, like 80% of that shit is stuff I cannot see here.
Yeah, anyone else
It is
picking the
treated
floor?
here.
well. That's why I bought it all.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a legit haul right there, Shane.
Yeah,
I should have given you a
especially
chop mark.
MSRP. You can't beat that at MSRP. Like
No.
this is all the stuff that we die for, right?
Well, those Kentucky Owls too. You said you got them for $240.
The
batch
batch
fours?
4s I got it for $240. The batch 10 bourbons, which are $300, I got them for $226.
Yeah, so you're looking at way better than MSRP on some of those.
But this really is probably the primo thing I acquired there.
Oh yeah, you got your coaster.
That's right.
You got that.
Represent.
Right on.
I heard you also got a back rub from Trev himself.
What was weird is I thought he was massaging my butt, but both of his hands were on my shoulder.
Yeah, that was weird.
Like
magic.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't mind it. I thought it was
Let's
odd.
be honest. He's Army. So his hands are really small, and they're used to small things.
That's right.
Yeah.
Redonkulous, guys. Redonkulous.
Nice.
Needless to say, I probably, outside of the old Carter, I probably won't be buying anything else for quite a while.
Yeah. Well, why would you? You got to drink all that shit.
Yeah, you got to at least crack some of that stuff.
Oh, it's all going to be cracked. I don't keep bottles closed on my bar.
Yeah, but you trade though, right?
Sometimes I trade. It's rare though, dude. Unless I've got doubles, I usually don't. Because I like to. The point is, I want to have the gamut. So when someone comes to my house, I can walk them through whatever profile, however we want to get there. You know.
I agree.
Hey, I want to get on that schedule. I'm sure you got it filled out for a while, but I want to get on.
It's wide open, buddy.
Yeah.
Especially for you guys.
Yeah, it's pretty fun when a friend comes over that knows whiskey and they look and they're like,
I don't know what to pour.
I think I want to try that one because, yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what has been funny, because I have had some whiskey loving guys come over, and we sit down, and they're just like, they can't decide, and then all of a sudden they start naming off all the ones they want to try, and so I'm like, all right, I start grabbing them all down. We get about 3 in, and they're like, okay, I can't do any more, and I'm like, we have 9 bottles, buddy. Come on, let's go.
Baby pours.
I do. But they're usually big hitters, man. Everything's, 120, 130, 115,
Yeah.
So, Sir Shane Long.
Yes, Mr. Bourbon Battalion.
I am absolutely a heavy hitter. I can go way past 3.
Awesome. Let's do it.
When and where am I coming? Or
Clover, South Carolina.
no, I'll come to South Carolina, and I'll bring what me and the Gunny have.
Come on down. I've got a 7-seater bar. I got a grill in the bar.
And I do too.
We'll just go out there. I'll throw some meat on the grill.
Yep.
Light up some cigars.
Oh, you had me.
Stop it.
Cigars.
I only
Stop it.
Hey,
I will
do
tell
we
you
need
this,
to get you to your own room?
I only have Fuentes.
I'll bring shit. I'll bring
Okay.
shit.
Nick, I told Nick that Adriana might have a whiskey crush on Shane Long, and Nick is like, I have a whiskey crush on Shane Long.
Well, remember what I told all you guys.
There's going to be a fight.
Community.
Why do I live on the other side of the world? It's not fair.
I'll tell you what's really funny is like tonight me and the Gunny was on the back deck. He's like, I only have time for a short cigar. What do you have? And I said, well, do you want the Cohiba or do you want the Fuente Havana? And he's like, how many Cubans you got? I was like, the Fuente or this? What?
Yeah.
I was like,
I only have a couple. I have
One over there.
Alex Bradley in case he jumps on.
I'm just saying I have good friends in low places.
Yeah. Well, so here's the deal. I got connections with the Fuentes in Tampa, and I get a box of the Opus X's every year.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah, and I smoke maybe 2-3 cigars a year.
I did
So I
that.
have like 3 boxes of those things.
I did 3 cigars tonight.
Yeah.
Dude, I would have to eat a teaspoon of sugar if I did that because, like, I never have nicotine.
I'm
Yeah, for
thinking
real.
I'm going to grab my phone and go out the front and have a fucking stick.
Inside track to why cigars pair so good with bourbon. It takes your buzz away.
Yep.
Oh, really?
Yep.
You got to build up a palate for those
On a
too. Though.
strong buzz, and you're like, whoa, I'm feeling this. You have a cigar, gone.
Yep.
Gone.
You're not wrong.
So are the ladies, but whatever.
We don't. Who the fucking?
We're married.
I have bourbon and cigars. Fuck that.
Yeah.
What else do I do?
I can't afford ladies.
I have Jill. Okay?
Yeah. Bubble bath bourbon
Yeah.
girlfriend. For the record, that is bubble
Hey,
bath.
you guys,
girlfriend.
I can't see chat, so if anybody's asking me anything, please let me know.
Yeah, we're trying to track it for you.
Nick says
Everyone
the
loves
parents are in
French
Charlotte.
right there right now.
It's a Lux Row bar mat.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, right on.
You know what you do is mix all your drinks on that and then smell it, and it tastes exactly like scotch.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Because you get the burnt rubber and the Band-Aids and stuff.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
Just lick it.
God, I love Booker's. I'm just saying, like, I love Booker's.
I did not like any of the 2020 releases.
Did you not? I thought Pigskin was one of the better
Mm.
ones, man.
Not a one of them did I like. I'm hopeful that this Donahoe's batch, which by the way I found for $70, it's the only reason I bought it.
Oh, it's good.
That's what I heard. So, and when I saw it for 70, I'm like, okay, I'll give it another shot. But last year, I almost said Booker's can go jump in a lake.
That's what you sent me in that blind, right? Was Donahoe's batch, Adam?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike, this knob rye is way better than when
That's
I tried
what
it
this
last time.
Oh, really? The cast strength?
Yeah, it tastes way better tonight that I know what it is and everything.
That's like when you drink something like we were talking about that, right, Adam? Like you drink something like a GTS.
Yeah.
It kind of like he's like when you send Adriana and I are blinds. Oh, there's the GTS.
No, it's yellow.
Oh,
Yeah, this is from HBR.
Oh, wait. I forgot.
oh, he's got a GTS too. Oh,
wait.
shut up. You dick.
Oh, you.
I forgot
Dick.
about that one.
What was that, Shane? I couldn't see it.
Oh, okay. And then, this is a small batch I won from Trev's stream.
Yeah.
We don't care about that. The other
Found
one.
a Taylor barrel proof.
Yeah, show us the small batch from the barrel proof sitting right there.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's a
That's like a
2019.
teaser.
So I thought it was really funny, right? I've been in the Ohio Liquor Lottery for years, never won, ever. So this last liquor lottery, I went through and I put like my wife, my daughter, my son. I put everybody I knew in. My son, who
Yep.
who
With you, Adriana.
does not drink alcohol,
Yeah.
he had extreme pancreatitis, won the E.H. Taylor single barrel store pick. And I was like, hey, can you pick that up for me? He's like, how much? I was like, what? He's like, how much? Well, it's 57. He's like, what are you paying me for it? I was like, well, I will cut off your phone and your car insurance and everything.
Yeah.
W. O'Neill, in fairness, we asked him what his haul was. So Shane isn't merely bragging. And
Oh, yeah.
And
No,
if you know Shane Long, by the way, you know that he is a generous bastard.
Yeah, he's
So he might be bragging, but next thing you know, you'll get a bottle of.
Yeah, I'm not really bragging as much as I'm sending out the invitation for everybody to come to Clover, South
I think
Carolina.
Yeah,
Have
for sure.
some of these
what
beers,
I don't ever consider bragging when you find it at the retail.
right?
You know what?
Although that in itself is bragging, right?
I found that shit.
Do you know what retail is?
It's got a
on
shipping
barrel proof?
container I can sneak into.
No, I don't know what retail is on barrel proof.
You want me to tell you?
Yes.
I know.
$79.
Oh, dude.
Oh, jeez, man.
I got E.H. Taylor single barrel store pick for 57 because that's
Yep.
that is MSRP.
Yeah, that's what I got.
I was showing my wife the picture you sent with all your haul there, Shane.
Yeah.
Not the dick pics because I didn't want her to, want to wander. But
I had a zoom lens on that though. It's not really that.
yeah, that was just between you and I, that one.
Okay.
But yeah, the haul you had, and she's like, "Why the hell didn't we go to Whiskey Weekend?" And I'm like, "You don't drink." And she goes, "Yeah, but it'd be fun next year. That's your Father's Day present." I was
There
like,
you go.
"I'm in."
There
Yeah.
you go.
Get invited to even know to go.
Yeah, and she goes, "But you're not spending as much as Shane did."
That's probably
Oh my go. No.
that's probably
Oh, it would
a
be
good
fun
idea.
anyway.
Yeah.
So if I do get that American whiskey this week or next week, I'm going to make sure all of you get some samples of that shit because it's amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah.
And this is after drinking 18-year marriage,
Yeah.
which is quite amazing as well. But
Dude,
that's,
I've had 18-year marriage, and I thought it was
yeah.
right there with GTS. Personally,
I'm gonna tell you right now that American whiskey from Batch 6 from Old Carter, it's angel piss, man. I swear.
I've
to
never
God.
even had Old Carter. I'm like, I don't even think it's real.
Yeah, we have Old Carter here. The
Oh,
Gunny,
you get it in Ohio?
the Gunny has it up in so the Gunny has like shit that ain't even fair.
Hey, Michelle Lynn, welcome.
Hey, Michelle.
That's 77.
Come on in.
Why is Neophyte being so quiet? What's going on, man? You drunk?
Not
Not
yet,
yet.
but I'm just sitting here listening to the BS and just having a little sip.
Good.
Hey, you don't even that. We want people to know you don't even have to be chatty to be in here because
Yeah.
we can't even shut up,
I
Bobby.
just want to pull everybody into the conversation, man. That's all.
Just kidding, Bobby.
No, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
Well, this Telemedine is fucking good.
Hold it up. Hold on. I want to see it. Show
What
it.
is it?
Hold on. So this is the Firkin, which is an independent. It's the same guy who actually made a whole bunch of whiskeys like Blue Label and fucking Green Label and fucking Focus, you bitch. So this was a sample I got of the Telemedine. Yeah, it's Firkin. Firkin good whiskey.
Thick.
Can you
good,
say
yeah.
can you say it with the number, Ken? Because we love your
Freaking 40.
fucking
Freaking
49
39.
for real, though, man.
Firkin 40 fucking. There we go. Firkin
Right there,
49.
right there, Ken.
There it is.
Fucking 49, you
Firkin
cunt.
49. Telemedine 2012. Olorosa and Amatilda. Cask.
God damn, I'd
I do
get all
6%.
sorts of chicks if I had that fucking accent. I'm just telling you right now. I mean, if
But
I
I
wasn't
do-
married,
I do
I'm happily
6%.
married. In case anyone's asking. In case my wife is watching in bed,
Nice recovery. Nice recovery.
because I love you.
Nice.
honey.
Firkin good.
Oh yeah, that's good. Why do you have a sample bottle when you got that shit right there?
The Firkin whiskey.
No, well this is Firkin good whiskey, and this is the.
Can we get that in the
Oldmore.
States?
Yeah,
Where the
yeah.
fuck do you get it?
Yeah.
You
right?
fucking get it in the fucking bottle shop.
In California.
I need to get with Whiskey Crusaders and have them like tell me like 4
Oh, man,
bottles to get so that Shits and I can do a 4-flight blind.
Just tell Matt, he'll fucking hook you up.
Yeah, he will. I don't want to go begging for samples.
Yeah, I don't beg for sample. I'd rather get their advice and then my camera just went shoots up.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. If you're looking for a specific type, if you want to get some basic scotches or whatever, go on there and with a fucking flight with him, and he'll fucking walk you through it.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Is Ludwig in the chat?
I haven't seen him yet.
All right, he just texted me, so I didn't know he was in the chat.
Tell him to get his ass in here.
He said, I don't know what he was doing, but
I don't think is he in the chat, Big League? I haven't seen him yet.
No,
I
I
haven't seen him.
He's
well,
in
I'm
there,
gonna-
but yeah, he may not be.
I'm going to
Yeah.
jump off here. Thanks for having me. Honestly, I literally I get more excited about this because I know I'm going to get to share it with people, and I can't wait for you guys to get some of this stuff. Oh, he is there. Look at
Oh,
that.
he is there.
Oh, he's here. Hey, I'm
Uh,
gonna have you on one of these weekends, Shane, and I'm gonna instead of the hitter blind,
Yeah.
we're gonna send you the shitter blind,
Okay.
and it's Whiskey Shit's favorites, which is not nearly all those four gates and all that, but he's got some good shit.
All right.
So just because it's called the shitter blind doesn't mean it's a bad blind.
It just means it's gonna be a tater fucking blind.
It'll mean it's a
It'll be
the best of
my
Utah.
palate, man.
Yeah, it'll be the best of Utah.
I will gladly do that, but in return, I'm going to send you to a little blind challenge.
Oh, fucking A, we're in.
All
And
right?
so we do have
Step up.
so I'm setting up a blind challenge. It's going to be the Battle of Utah, by the way, and it's Adam versus Adriana,
Okay.
and it's going to be scored a little bit different than the way Matt does it. There's not a timer on it. It's really to determine, who's freaking better.
Well,
Like that's all we care about. Who is better?
We don't really need to do that to know. I can tell you that Adriana is going to smoke his ass.
I mean, she's clearly smarter,
Way smarter.
but I think she's smarter than anyone else in the chat. So,
Probably.
Yeah.
Or collectively on YouTube at this moment.
Yes, that's probably accurate. Yeah. So cool. Well, thanks Shane for coming on.
thanks,
Show us
buddy.
your shit.
Long's
dude. That was
leaving
awesome.
because I showed up.
Yeah,
Yep.
pretty much.
Exactly.
Go
We
shake
saw
that
you
fucking
come in.
beard, you nasty old goat.
What's up, man?
See you guys.
Cheers, Doc.
See you, buddy.
Wait, I know how to make
Cheers,
it.
Shane.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Hey, man, how you doing, buddy? I haven't seen you all day, man.
30 bottles of vodka. And he sees that. It's like, oh, hey.
He's got some good trades for you, Ben.
You know, maybe a couple.
Maybe. Little something.
What
Show
you
it.
got?
Show it.
Batch 4.
Act 4, scene 1.
I mean, got a partially drunk Kentucky Owl. We'll be in touch. Love you guys.
You
Cheers
get, you
to
get
all
a
of you.
half fuck chicken to go with that?
Chris Luddig, I'll hit you up later, dude. You know what's up. Get some of these guys rounded up like I asked, if you can, and I'll try and get some rounded up on my side.
I'm about to have a burble inch over here.
Oh yeah.
Cool. Thanks, Shane.
Yeah, Adriana Bourbon found Act 4s, Act 3s, and Act 5s at some.
No, there were no 3s. I was wrong. I thought they were 3s. They were 5s.
Oh, 4s and 5s in some place in New York. What you on now, Mike?
I am on Sam's new riff pick from I Whiskey She Wines.
Oh, cool.
But I got to clean the.
Oh, Ben Rennis.
I still have one. I want to save that one for the Jack Daniels Barrel Proof rye. I'm drinking the Barrel Proof rye bourbon, so I'm not going to have anything to fall back on until I get the bottle that you're holding for me.
So I got a question.
Go for
On
it.
this bottle.
Wilderness Trail.
Yep.
Bottle of
It's
happiness.
Wrong one.
it's the
Wrong
weeder.
Yep.
Oh, let me move it over.
Well,
Yep.
You know, for some strange reason, and I haven't gotten this before, but I am getting such a strong, like dark cherry note that I'm just not expecting it to come out of this bottle.
Nice.
I don't know that
I
I've
know.
ever had Wilderness Trail. I've seen
So-
some not store pick.
You haven't had this?
who hasn't had Wilderness Trail?
Me.
I haven't.
You haven't had this either?
I've never had
I haven't.
Oh, dude, listen. Neophyte, how good is Wilderness Trail?
This is unbelievable.
Oh, I've wanted to get it, but we don't get it in Utah. I've been in Vegas and I haven't seen it while I've been there, but I was
You
always
didn't
after
ask the
other
right
stuff.
person.
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
So I can say this:
But-
every bottle that they make and produce is sold here regularly.
Yeah, I want to get some of those store picks, dude, for
I have
sure.
them all.
This thing is just, I can't believe it. It's just really gotten good.
So
And
it's
I
like a
don't know why.
weeded bourbon, is that right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, 100 proof.
So that's like Makers. Makers, you get a lot of cherry on
But
too.
everything they do is bottled and bond.
Yeah.
So I have a question. We're on here talking about our samples, right? That's what we have here. Do you think this was a new bottle?
Yeah.
No.
It was a mistake.
Yeah. Thanks, Bobby. I think you watched that one
He
before.
did like the minimum amount of like label clearing of the old label. He's like, just rip that off real quick, put a new label on.
That's for sure.
Common Australian said, I was told there was going to be Australian content. Well, Ken is just holding out here.
Sup?
I don't know what he's doing. Hey, Ken,
There's our
I just
Australian
pulled the-
content right there.
are you going to be live tonight,
Yeah,
Ken?
fucking
By the way,
Australian.
tell us about when you're going live again.
Probably tonight. I haven't decided whether I'll just do a month at the pub or I might do some Lego. I haven't decided yet. I just poured the Firkin Ben
You might
Rennis
do some
2008
Lego? What does that mean?
Means he builds Legos.
Whiskey Lego.
Shut the fuck up.
What?
Yeah.
I know Ken and Red.
What have you been living under?
Where have you been? That's what he does.
Dude,
Yeah,
I drink and I work while I watch his stream.
He does them on stream.
Oh yeah, I've seen that shit. Yeah,
all the time. Hey,
Show 'em
Cheech.
some of the other ones that are built.
Cheech, yes, I've been
man.
through all your samples. I've tried every single one so far. Are you wondering if I have like a favorite?
Cheech, I'll just tell you, if you want to jump on Cheech, you're welcome to. I know you guys were out late last night. I'm a little surprised Adam is ready to go again tonight from what he told me.
I was on Ken's stream this morning, dude. That's how committed I was. I was drinking coffee on Ken's stream like, Jesus, what happened last night?
I passed the hell out not even an hour into HBR last night. So
Nice.
then I think I woke up and popped in on Cheech at like 3 a.m.
Yeah, Cheech, I haven't really rated. So I'm about to do the rest of my Alberta premium that you sent me.
Hey, Bourbon Battalion.
Hey,
Just kidding.
yeah, I swear to God. Swear to God.
Who's Bourbon Battalion? Is he on the stream?
Nope.
Oh,
don't know.
Cheech, that Joseph Magnus
Oh,
is by far
hang on.
my favorite.
I'm out. I don't know why he never seems to do, I guess, late night, but Bourbon Santa's son finished the Crucible this morning. He's now, so you might want to keep it up.
He's now a United States jarhead.
Yep.
Really?
So if
Yeah.
you don't know what the Crucible is, it is strenuous, like hardcore strenuous.
Is that like the 2 weeks of hell or whatever? That's
No,
No.
It's
worse than that.
Nah, it's not like that week.
No, so the Crucible is like a different thing. It's like a bridging to the point that you be in the modern day, right? They didn't have that when I was back when I was in. But now what they did is they take what used to be third phase. Third phase was combat readiness. And they took like a little bit of second phase and third phase, and it was all team building and like really strenuous and really hardcore, no sleep deprivation, just insane team building. Oh, it's really fucking hard. If you go on to I think it's on YouTube. I think you can do YouTube Crucible.
there is.
And
There
you
is.
It's something like 50-something hours, 2
Yep.
MREs, 30-something,
50 hours,
stations.
2 MREs, and it's no sleep for 56 hours.
Yep.
Yep.
In other words, you got to be a badass.
Well, you just have to overcome. So, I can't listen. I'm a military guy in the United States. Every branch is the best at what they do. They don't do the same. But in the Marine Corps, it is built with the idea of retooling you to be something totally different than you were. And in that, they take these things and make you something. They push you beyond what you think you could do. And when you end up making it to the point of nowadays getting the Eagle Globe and Anchor, you realize you did things that nobody that was in it thought they could accomplish. And it makes you believe you can do things that you didn't think. So it's like they're like making you believe you're like Superman, which is good and bad, right? They're training you to be something that is different. And what you do with it is special. How do
Hey,
you?
Bobby,
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Were you a real Marine or a Hollywood Marine?
I was Paris Island, buddy. Fourth generation.
Now, my grandfather was a Hollywood Marine, but he was from Pennsylvania. But when the war came out, there wasn't any room at the island, so they sent him to California. And then from there, he went to Pearl Harbor, and he went to Pearl Harbor. I'm going to say it was about 8 weeks, 10 weeks after the bombing. They shortened up boot camp, and they got as many people over as they can because they set up the defenses.
Yeah.
Then from there, he went to Midway, and that's where he stayed.
So we as Marines will talk shit all day about each other, right? Paris Island, we know what you get at Paris Island. It's mental warfare. Camp Pendleton is physical warfare, right? They're going up Camp Motherfucker. They have to go up Mount Motherfucker, right? And you have that. Both of them, it doesn't matter. You are a Marine. And, so someone has asked me, and I will make this very brief. what makes the Marine Corps special? It's really simple. And if every branch did this, and I wish they did, but they don't, the Marine Corps boot camp is the longest boot camp of all boot camps. And it isn't because of physical. It's because one of the first phase things that you are required is to know every win, every loss that's ever happened as the Marine Corps as a whole. So when you see someone that's proud to be a Marine, they're proud to be a United States Marine. When you see someone that's in the Navy, they're proud of a certain ship they served on. If you talk about the Air Force, well, they just like don't do shit. And
we'll ignore that.
And the Army is regimental, right? They're like 82nd Airborne or the Green Berets. It's regimented. The Marine Corps is taught from the very beginning. Everybody's an infantryman. It doesn't matter what your job is. And every one of you are a Marine. It does. No one ever says, I'm from 3rd Battalion 8th Marines. I'm not from 2nd Mardiv. I'm not.
No, you're just a fucking Marine.
So we're the only thing that's different, truly different from that point in the United States military is that we are taught Marine Corps as a whole, and we never, ever bring up regiments, divisions, regiment, anything like that. So, but that's because you're taught every win, every loss, and every failure and every win you've ever done. And we're the only branch that does that in boot camp. If all the rest of them did, then everybody would have the pride that you see. If you go on any street or any flag, you'll see Marine Corps shit everywhere. You won't see the same from all the other branches. It's not that they're not good. They're the best in the world. I've done NATO ops. We are, without a doubt, superior. We are the only 100% voluntary military in the world. And when you choose to do it, it might be now, wasn't always. And
you just had, I do want to hear from Ken because they just had basically their version of Veterans Day.
Nope.
And they actually, it looked from what I saw, they are a little more serious about celebrating it than we are.
Yeah, we don't celebrate it. It's not a celebration.
Or but recognizing it than we are. Is that a better way of putting it? Recognizing?
Yeah. It's pretty significant. Anzac Day is pretty significant all across Australia. That was
really
1915 in Gallipoli was our baptism of fire as a nation.
Yeah, Antioch is really important. The only problem that you have different, like the thing that you guys do that is really good that we don't have here is that we have a disenfranchised appreciation of the sacrifice that people made when everybody in the veteran community signed on the line. No one expected to live, and you feel survivor's fault. But here in America, people have no idea what it's like to sign your life away with no expectation of return for the flag that flies over above you. Yep. If you haven't served, or you didn't have a close person that you love serve, you won't understand. But you guys in the UK and Australia and everywhere else in Europe recognize your military heritage more than America. And it's staggering. It's staggering. I walk through the cemetery as one of my walks every day. And I had someone ask me, because I went through like this one area with like a veterans memorial. And every time I go by it, I stop. I come to attention. I pause. And I walk by. And the guy said, "Why'd you stop?" I said, "If you don't know, you don't understand."
Yeah.
I didn't say nothing more.
Yeah, I work for the American Legion up here. I'm an officer there. So, we go out there every Veterans Day, put flags by every one of their graves and do it right, So there's not that many though. Wreaths across America. We put the wreaths on, everybody's, tombstones and whatnot. But yeah, it's pretty interesting. We just, the older people understand. The younger people, they have no freaking clue, So, yep.
I had a unique information. I had a really good buddy that owned a business in a community where there was like some Antifa stuff and all that stuff. And he's like, "Hey, listen, I'm not letting anybody defile my business. I've worked my whole life for this. Will you go and support me?" So it was just him and I. He said, "Do you know anybody?" And I said, "Yep." I literally sent a message to the Ohio chapter of the Legion Riders. We had 235 veteran bikers show up armed to defend his one store.
Yep.
Damn.
You know what
That's
happened to that one store? Nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah.
All right, this one's for Adam. I don't mean to delay what you guys are talking about.
No.
It's my baby right there.
Redemption?
Hold on. You know what? Is that what I showed you earlier, Adam?
Yeah. You gonna pour one with him?
Are you going to make me crack it?
Do
So
it.
I did see a 9-year store pick here, but it was for the same price.
Is it the other bottle or is it this one?
Yeah, it looks just like that one, but it was labeled 9-year instead of 10.
Ooh, I want it.
This is the 10-year.
Yeah, crack it, Bobby.
Do it right now.
Damn, I still have a lot of this left. This might end up being one of the last ones for me, man. We only have
So delicious. Hey, Adriana and Nick, do you want a sample of that included with your samples?
So Michelle Lynn, this is a story. It has nothing to do with military service. I do love everybody. I don't mean to minimize it, but she is doing a teenage girl movie night.
Nice.
And when my daughter turned 16, we had her sweet 16 birthday party, and they came over for a hot tub party. And so, like, I was always, the dad or the stepdad in this case that was involved in everything. I was at every volleyball practice, volleyball game, all that stuff. When she said she wanted to have a hot tub party, I'm like, I'm out.
I'm out.
Nope.
Hot tub's in the back deck,
It's back there. You know where
Help
it's at.
yourselves. Yep.
Yep.
You can't get to the front yard, so
All right, Adam,
no way out. So
cheers, buddy.
All right, Mike, get that poured, buddy.
That's a 2-ouncer, right?
I poured that.
I'm killing like most of your samples tonight. Cheers, guys. Cheers, everybody. Hope everybody's having a great night, great weekend.
Great feed.
Yeah, cheers, y'all.
This week is going to be amazing for all y'all. I know it. I can feel it. Adam, cheers to your new going back to work, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When is that? Tomorrow?
Yep.
Yeah, we're gonna have to cut the stream off at a normal time.
Yeah, no late night.
what's normal for you
Another
guys?
hour.
I think
Another hour in me.
somebody passes out every stream, right?
Yeah, if we don't have someone
At
passing
least that's
out,
what I was told.
Oh, on our
but
stream?
I never could make it that long though.
us and cheats.
Anthony,
Like some-
hit it hard, buddy.
I don't know how to pass out.
Yeah,
You don't?
Ken doesn't pass out, but it's still like noon by the time we're hammered.
Yeah, I filled that spot
Yeah.
for Peach's stream last night. I was like this, dude. I was like, ugh. I was dead.
What more do you
That was
had
a-
a to sneak up on you?
Yeah. So.
And you guys were talking, and then Swagner looked like he was going to pass out.
I know. I was trying to outlast him. I'm like,
And then he
one.
kicked into a 17th wind and went into like a 10-minute long speech. So I shut it off and went to bed.
Yeah,
Well,
I was
you
like, what the fuck, dude?
You will never outdrink Swag.
All right,
He doesn't drink rocks.
Hey, good night, Cheech. Thank you, man.
Hey,
Thanks
Cheech,
for all
love
the
you,
work
bro.
you're putting all week for everybody, buddy.
Yeah.
We appreciate you, man.
Adam,
Here's Cheech.
Is this like
Thanks,
a
Cheech.
cherry bomb for you?
Cherry? No.
Oh God,
Are we talking about the redemption?
yeah.
Yeah, I get a little cherry out of the nose.
Amazing.
No, it's really good, but I'm just like on the nose
Dude, if you guys are drinking it, I can't not drink it.
because
I mean, you could not, but you'd kind of be a bitch.
for you, Adam.
What?
I cracked it because you said to do it.
See, now
Oh,
here's
Mike-
what's funny is
Mike's
I'm
doing-
drinking half the age right now. I'm drinking a 5-year MGP
Oh,
barrel proof,
hold on.
and it's delicious too.
Yeah, the Old Scout pick.
Yep.
I'm happy to see Ben not passed out right now. Like that guy, every time he gets on our
Laying
stream,
down?
Yeah, he's usually laying down like, I haven't eaten yet. I'm tired. I've
I
been
actually
hunting all
drove
day.
like an hour and a half before it came on. So
Were you hunting today,
tired.
Ben?
Yeah, Bobby.
Right.
I get some dark cherry on there.
There's like a big cherry on the nose.
Yeah.
It's just MGP happiness. I have a couple of those in stock.
Oh, that high ride
Yeah.
just stings though. Oh my
I
god.
have a couple of the 10 years and I have a couple of these 9 years.
I do get some cherry on the finish for sure, huh?
Yeah, I haven't went to like a significant palate yet, but I'm just like on the nose. I always feel like I have to acclimate the old factory. So, I always do this like weird, monotonous tasting profile. I have to do like the nose, the taste, the second pour, the back one. It's annoying, but I think it's right.
I clear my palate with Elijah Craig.
I do too. I always do. So tonight I was with Dusty Dan and I was with the Gunny, and we both were like, Elijah Craig 94 is not old bottle Elijah Craig 12-year. They say it is. I totally disagree. It's not. It doesn't look the same. It doesn't taste the same. It doesn't smell the same. Nothing about it feels the same. So if you can run across an Elijah Craig 12-year old bottle, right? It's not Elijah Craig 94 small batch.
Yeah, Bourbon, if you find one of those, I want one.
I can tell
Small
you
batch what?
No, the old bottle, Elijah Craig, the 12-year age stated.
Bourbon.
Who doesn't want that?
Bourbon, just say, fuck no, I'm not sending anything else out.
Well, I can tell you where to buy it.
You know he is, though.
I can tell you where to buy it.
Bourbon's a giver, man. He can't say no to anybody. That guy just keeps wanting to do things
Yeah,
for
tell me,
people.
Bobby. Where?
Must have malts on Instagram.
Okay.
They have a lot of stuff. Some of it's overpriced, some of it's not. Their Elijah Craig 12-year old bottle is not overpriced.
I have an old bottle, but I don't know how long the cork's been broken into it. So, like, I don't fix it.
Mike, I'm getting it shipped to your place. Just make sure you forward that to me.
Which one?
One he's just talking about. I can't get it shipped to Utah.
Hey, why did Chris not join? Is he already fucked up and he can't get on here or what?
I just text him. We'll see if he jumps on.
That was Masters of Malt.
Hey, don't go buy all of them, Bourbon. God damn it.
Must have malt on Instagram.
Must have malt.
All right, Ken. Okay, hold on, Ken.
Yeah.
Plug your stream a little bit. Everybody, if you're not following Scotch Down Under, you need to follow Scotch Down Under. The guy is like freaking always streaming, always willing to talk.
He's the Iron Man of Whiskey Tube.
Hey,
Apparently he does some pretty fucking cool Legos. So go ahead, Ken.
Hardcore. We went hardcore the other day.
Yeah, so if you feel like hanging out, so we have the Fair Dinkum Munted pub, so it's open to everyone, just like we've done on Livewire. So you pretty much anyone's invited to come on in. It's just like a virtual pub. You come on in, chat about whatever. Doesn't matter what your experience is, what you'd like to drink. Any alcohol is welcome. Any person is welcome, as long as you're not a dick. If you're a dick, you're out. But anyone is welcome. Come on down. And yeah, we usually stream for 8, 10, 12 plus hours at a time. And then I do Lego and Dram episodes. I do reviews. We just started a Star Trek show.
Yeah.
So anyone who's into Star Trek, you can join in on that.
Yeah, talk about that for a second, Ken, because I heard you talking about that a couple streams ago with Schlong and about some of the things you guys do.
Jim's our engineer. Adriana is our chief science officer. Jim's our engineer. Schlong's our doctor. Kilco from Kilco Musings. Brian, he's number one, and we've got a bunch of other guys on there. So anyone who's into Star Trek, we just chat about what we like about Star Trek, talk about whiskeys and alcohol and stuff. So we had our first stream. We're going to do it every fortnight. So it's Saturday every fortnight. 10 EST in the morning. Yeah, 10 EST in the morning.
Okay.
10 o'clock nighttime, my time. Yeah, anyway, we'll swap that around every time. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Jump onto, if you go to my channel, you find the link to the Discord. So the Whiskey Trek channel is in there if you want to learn about the crew, and you can apply for a position and become part of the crew on The ship's called Dramlots. And Lord Shane Long is building a 3D model of the actual ship. It's pretty much a Glencairn with what the cells attached to it. It's going to be fucking awesome.
Hey, Ken, have you ever seen the movie Galaxy Quest with Tim Allen?
Oh, naturally, yes.
I fucking love that movie because I love Guy in that movie. He's like, I'm like the extra. They're always the one that dies. That would be my role, right? I'd be like the guy you send out with the away team that nobody's ever heard of, and he's the one that like gets vaporized.
Nah, see, we don't kill our red shirts. We like our red shirts. We keep them
okay,
alive.
good. Yeah.
There you go,
Ooh,
Ken.
look at that.
Yep. That's James D. Kirk. Straight bourbon whiskey, flattened. It's freaking awesome. Look at that.
Dude, I have an ex-girlfriend that may have been the one that sat on that bottle.
Yeah.
Melted it.
Did I say that out loud?
Hey, Bobby, what do you think of that? What do you think of that?
Please don't unsubscribe. I'm just kidding.
No, you're not.
Bobby, what do you think of that redemption?
No, it's. I think I'm surprised. I didn't think it would have so much mouthfeels. I thought it would be like your basic redemption, where it was like very lackluster.
So
besides the fact that cherry has turned into like a brown sugar cherry.
Oh yeah,
dude, that's the same mash bill as. It's the same mash bill as Smoke Wagon. So you're basically drinking 10-year-old Smoke Wagon.
Well, I've never had that, so.
Yeah,
you've never had Smoke Wagon?
I'm in Ohio. We don't see Smoke Wagon.
Bobby, I'll get you do you want a Smoke Wagon?
Yeah, I'm begging people.
I got them right here.
I'm dying to try that. Everyone keeps talking about it.
Bourbon, I can send you one this week.
So I think the thing that's unique about
That's fine. I don't care. Send it to them.
On the very first nose, I was cherry bomb. Now it's kind of like slowly moving towards this. If I was to have like, let's say I had like a really nice cherry pancake that had pancake syrup, and it's gotten this weird. I don't want to say maple, but brown sugar butter kind of melted. It's coming to that, and it's changing. It's changing, right? It's going to mellow out because on your first profile, it reads way hotter than it is. It like hits your palate and it's like, whoa, that's really spicy. It makes you think it's like a really high rye because
it's that mid proof plus the high rye that
blows up your palate, and it's like really confusing because you're like, wait, these are the things I would expect with X. But I think that's the thing, right? You have to do the palate exploration. It's like it's a process. You can't take. I'm so frustrated when someone's like, "Oh, I tried that. It's terrible. I didn't like it." You haven't tasted it. You just are acclimating your palate. Grab a pear, grab a rack, whatever you have. Grow up a little bit and like move along. It's going to take you a significant amount of time to get to the taste of anything you're having. This is changing slowly. It went from a really spice bomb cherry note, and now it's changing. It's softened up on the cherry. It's kind of gotten more into like a cherry brown sugar Pop-Tart. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you had a brown sugar Pop-Tart that had cherry in the middle. It's like slowly changing, but it's really good.
I love it. Yeah. Yeah. If you drink it, so I've been drinking higher proof stuff. So it hit kind of light for me on my first sip, but if you drink it, working your way up, like it's so damn good, man.
Yeah. And it has a great hug. It has a great hug.
Yeah.
It's not a hurtful hug. You're sitting there and you're like, whoa, it's got a really good, I wouldn't say a long finish, but it's got a good, strong, medium finish.
Yeah, Bourbon's got the punch on some good prices on those too. Like, what was it, 75 Bourbon?
76 plus tax, yeah.
Yeah, in California, it was MSRP, and they had it by the case. No one was buying it.
Yeah, it's 90 in Nevada, and I think it's 100 in some places.
Yeah, it wasn't that where I was at. So I was really fortunate. I went to a couple honey holes in California when I was out there for work, out in San Jose. It looks to me like when I walk into a Total Wines or a Bevmo, San Jose, South San Jose is not a bourbon whiskey community because they had shit. I walked in and they had 2 cases of Heaven Hell's bottled and bond sitting there. And I talked to them, and I was like, why do you
could be they're just tater chasers?
They said no one's buying it. And it was, you know, it's not.
Yeah, but if you say the word Blanton's, you get a stampede of tight jeans.
Well, you know what? I went
tight jeans,
skinny jeans.
San Francisco down by the Embarcadero, which is only tourist only. They had Blanton's sitting on the shelf.
I got Blanton's coming out of my ears. No one wants that shit.
Well, because it is what it is, right? I mean, it's a really good tater.
I mean, we'll take some Golden straight for the barrel if you want to.
Look, Blanton's is good if you get it at retail.
Price is still insane on those.
Adriana's off.
Hi, Adriana.
Adriana, we do need to email and set up a time for you and Whiskey Shits to do your blind. I don't know what's going on with my camera. I'm just going to switch to my other camera.
Cheers, Adriana.
Adriana.
I'll shoot you an email about that bottle that I owe you, and I'll get some samples poured for you guys too. So
you're on the redemption, right, Adam?
Yeah, I just poured a little bit.
So do this weird thing, right? I just had the weirdest note ever. Weirdest note ever I've never had in anything. I took a deep note. I got a weird Coca-Cola note. I got a weird.
I don't get Coca-Cola.
I got a weird, strong, like back end. There's like this weird. Think of having like a flat Coca-Cola. Someone took.
I can get it when you.
James Morgan, why don't you join?
Yeah.
You shake Coca-Cola and it's like flat. There's like a flat Coke on the back end.
Yeah, I can find that.
I'm just saying that.
Samurai, why don't you join, buddy? We'd love to hear from you, man.
Samurai, cheers, brother.
Say what? And Samurai needs to get on here.
Eagle Rare.
Hey, Samurai, it's always 33 for me.
27.
42. Hut.
Oh, 42.
Hey, we're not playing rugby. You don't say 42 in rugby. I know. I
don't fucking play rugby. I don't give a shit.
I don't play
football. I was like, wait.
He goes, I don't do sports.
They don't throw football. This.
I think the national sport of Australia is rowing, right? Isn't that what it is?
Nope.
No. Kangaroo boxing.
I thought it was.
Kangaroo boxing. That's it.
That sounds like legit. So
I thought it was just drinking.
Yeah. Well, drinking is definitely a national pastime. That's for sure.
Yeah. Bourbon, where are you at? New York?
Yep.
You're not.
Well, I'm out, everybody. I'll talk to you guys later. See you next time.
Hey, John.
Cheers, John.
Cheers, buddy. Good night.
Cheers.
We have a couple open spots, guys. If anybody wants to join that's not doing a teenage girl party.
Hey.
What's that, Anthony? Show us that.
Rare breed.
Ooh.
Rare breed.
Say it real slow. The smooth jams from Wild Turkey.
Most underrated.
Wild Turkey Red Breed 101.
So now what's better? That one or back before, the 116.8?
Nice. Voice, Ken.
The 112.8.
The most underrated bourbon in the world.
Hey, where's Chris? Is he still not going to join? He might be hanging with the family tonight. It's a Sunday night.
Oh, he said he was working.
Oh, he's working.
Yeah, he said that in the chat. I think he's probably designing some stuff or making some intros or something.
Is he doing that for Livewire Whiskey, one of the hot new channels on YouTube?
Got to get Top Shelf Dustin in here. He's on
over 100 subs. Please hit that like button and the notification because we don't always. We go live during the week sometimes when we're filling in for other people. So make sure you hit that notification button so that you know when we're live.
Links at the top, top shelf. If you want to
jump in here.
Yeah, Top Shelf. We'd love to hear from you, dude.
That's my Ohio brother. He's like, well, he's almost Kentucky.
Yeah, can you believe it, Top Shelf? We didn't think we'd get 4. And that's with him and I both subbing and Livewire subbing.
So do our own channel.
But then we kind of knew that Bourbon would sub because he's kind of like a groupie, really. Just kidding, Bourbon.
So Top Shelf said he's going to try to set up.
Yeah, no worries.
Where's Tito at tonight? That's what I want to know. Where's
I know.
Libation Exploration?
Libation is not in the house tonight. It's disappointing.
We have no libation. What's going on?
I know. What the hell?
All right, Ken, talk to me about what should be the next scotch that I buy. The only ones I have, Macallan 12,
What do you have?
Sherry Cask,
Yep.
Lagavulin,
Yep.
Lagavulin 16,
Nice.
Bunnahabhain 12,
Nice.
Glenalocky.
and I think that's it.
Glennon is Alan Keat, number 10, cast strength. Yep.
Ooh.
Okay, so you've had. So what do you think of Lagavulin 16 and the Bullen 12?
Dude, I love the Lagavulin 16.
Yeah, I got to jump out for a sec. I'll be right back.
All right, man.
All right. So you love the Lagavulin 16.
I do. And I like, so my two favorites are the Lagavulin and the Bunnahabhain 12, which I realize are completely different.
No, but that gives me a good one. Grab yourself some Kill Homan.
Zoom in. I'm going to zoom in on that out.
Yep, like the Macau Bay or the Loch Gorm. So this is the Loch Gorm 2018 edition. This is
how do you say it? Kilcoman?
Kilhoman.
Kilhoman.
Silent C, bitch.
Silent C. Is that a Scottish thing? Because I'm Irish.
Well, it's Gaelic. I mean, all this shit's Gaelic. So yeah.
Whoa, hey, we're an open-minded stream. Just kidding. Sorry.
But yeah, Kilhoman. This is good stuff.
Okay, I'm gonna see if I can get that. Hold on. You can minimize it, but leave it on your screen right there. You can minimize it, Adam. I'm looking.
Hey everybody, Gaelic that like button.
Yep, go lick it.
Gaelic it.
We need everybody in the chat to wander over to that like button, have a good look at it sideways, drop out your tongue, have a good long hard lick.
Yes. Okay, so I can get. Okay.
We just need to hire Ken to like do a little intro, little thing for us on his mic like that.
What? How many? What year is that?
Hey,
Ken?
yeah. You're about to watch some live whale whiskey. Yeah, get in there.
That's live whiskey. Get it in ya.
This is the 2018, but any Loch Gorm that you can get is good. Like the 2019, the 2020, any Loch Gorm that you can get your hands on. And
they have a USA small batch release number 2.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, maybe I need to find a way to get that to you, Ken.
That's hell yeah. I mean, this is some sexy shit. It's good.
I'm gonna. If I fly to Australia this year, I'm bringing you whatever you can't get in Australia. I'm gonna bring you like a Stag 12, which is like 4 years ahead of what you guys get.
Find it. And the price we pay for any Stag product, man, fuck, it's insane.
I'll bring you a hitter if I fly to Australia this year.
Hey, off topic here, Nick Proman. Do we get good scotches in Utah? I don't even know, man. I don't know what to look for. I don't know nothing.
I've been seeing I don't know how much they pay for the Lagavulin 16. I've been seeing it for under 90 lately. So it was like
getting pretty expensive. We pay.
Yeah, it was it like 130-ish, and that lately I've been seeing like 89.
Yeah, Nick, if you want it, I know a guy.
That's pretty expensive.
All right, what's my next kill? E. I don't want to do E. I think I'm going to redo that blind, Adam, one night.
So I'm on Old Carter American batch, and my last one I'm saving is that can't think of Woodenville, the store pick.
Ooh.
You're talking
Saving
about
that for the last because that was my fave.
Yeah, the barrel strength is awesome.
Dude.
Man, I've killed 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 bottles tonight. 6.
And I have to agree with BK. Any Glenallachie, like that one that Bobby showed, the strength. Yeah, any of the 12s, the 15. Any Glenallachie you can get your hands on, grab it.
Dude, I gotta do.
Nick, what's the price? I know a guy at Tooele.
Hey, I was in California and they had Willet Family Reserve White Green Label by the case.
Do
What
I
was
just
the
get
proof on 'em?
smashed? What's my calendar like tomorrow?
It was the
Oh, and Mike,
Yeah.
if you love the Lagavulin 16, get yourself a 12 or a Distiller's Edition.
I don't know.
Really?
I have to look at it.
Yeah,
All
fuck yeah. Like a
So
12
one-
is top strength.
So you know what I thought was funny about like just peated scotches in general? First of all, I like them like super fucking peated or not. And like the Midway, I feel like it tastes like a bar smells. If that makes sense. Does that make sense? I don't know.
Yep.
Like Midway. And so like once it gets like super peaty, the Lagavulin's like super smoky. Once I started smelling it like smoke instead of just peat, I was like, shit, it's sweet.
Yeah.
I was really freaking like, it's amazing how my mind, like, just when you think of it a certain way, it's like green olives. I hated green olives as a kid. Once I started tasting the black olives in it, I could start to taste the difference between like a Greek olive, a green olive. You know, now it's like, dude, I want a whole fucking garlic clove in my olive. Like, I don't care.
Yeah. Nice.
Like, I'm crazy. All right, here we go. This is my next. I know bourbon's not in here right now, but I'm drinking this because bourbon's sending me a bottle.
Single barrel rye Jack Daniels.
Yeah, I got to do it before I'm too hammered, but I don't mind getting hammered because I don't have anything till 10. And even that I don't have to show up to.
Exactly.
And I can
I'm going
nurse
to stay
this.
off here. It's a holiday. My missus is at work. My boy is at Nan's house. I'm fucking cruising. Woohoo!
Damn, it's a holiday?
Yeah.
Oh, is
This
it
fucking
just
Anzac Day fell on a weekend? So now in this state we have a fucking holiday, which I am against. I don't think we should have a fucking Anzac Day holiday because everyone just gets fucking maggoted and parties.
I think that's the day you should have a holiday, man.
No, I don't think you should have a if it's during the week, yes.
Oh,
That day
gotcha.
should be a holiday. But if it falls on the weekend, you need to commemorate Anzac Day, and then the next day you just go back to fucking work. You
How
shouldn't have-
many like, so it's like a bank holiday, right?
Yeah.
So how many like holidays do people normally get off? Like if you work for corporate Australia, right? So like you work for a bank or a business, you know, how many holidays do you get?
You get your typical Australia Day, Boxing Day. You get Easter, Friday. We get the Queen's birthday, depending on where you are in the country, because it's on different fucking days in different states, which is fucking stupid. And some of the states get Australia Day. We get Australia Day, but I mean Anzac Day. Some states do get a holiday, some don't. We have May Day, which is the first, and then you get your 14 days holiday leave, and that's about it.
So maybe 10. So you get about 10.
About that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we do too. I've heard that Europe gets like 15, 18
fuck yeah,
days.
they get shit like
They do. The Brits get fucking bank holidays for days.
Yeah. Hey, Bourbon Battalion, JD Bourbon Approach says, hey. I don't know if you already
Hey,
said that.
JD's in the house.
I talk to JD all the time.
Oh, okay.
G'day, JD.
Yeah, there is a link in chat. It's posted, pinned in chat. If you guys want to join, feel free. While we're here, again, please subscribe to Bourbon Battalion if you have not already. He does some amazing shit. If you guys haven't seen Bourbon Battalion, when he's not traveling, he does Blends Day Wednesday or something. What do you call it?
Well, I used to do Wednesday. Right now I'm in the middle of a Texas shootout of blinds of Texas stuff I've never had.
So the guy knows how to blend shit, and then he has some techniques that he's shown on some of the other whiskey tube channels, like smoking stuff. He's got knowledge for days. You know, this channel is more of a hangout. You can ask questions, all that kind of stuff. But you can ask questions and actually get real science behind it. So, you know, I encourage you guys to look at some of those channels as well. So,
thanks, Mike.
As well as Whiskey Mountains, who was on earlier. her man, Nick Proman, who is the man behind the guy behind the gal. Whiskey Mountains does some amazing videos. If you haven't seen her videos, she hikes through the mountains and desert of Utah while testing different whiskeys outside, compares them to what she gets inside, and it's really cool, amazing photography that she does to take some pretty cool video shots. So make sure you check out her stuff as well. And we have a visitor. We have Top Shelf Justin drinking some Jack Daniels number 7.
It's not Justin, it's Dustin.
I said Dustin. Did I say Justin?
You said Justin.
No, you
It's
said
all
Justin.
Oh, I meant Dustin.
I'll be JT.
Yeah.
I'll put my dick in a box.
I was thinking of Jack Daniels' joke when I said Dustin, so I'm sorry about that.
And that is Justin.
All good. All good.
Cheers.
I'd like everyone to.
Last dram, he'll be fine.
How's that old number 7 there?
I'd like everyone to listen to this.
It's a very it's a very nice whiskey. You know, it has notes of maybe alcohol, maybe corn. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Those are the only 2 notes. My bad.
How about if I just do this, Tim Evans? Tim Evans, can you remove it so when somebody leaves, it doesn't show a blank screen? Done.
Yeah.
Done. He can add himself even.
He just does that automatically.
Hey, Dustin.
Yep.
So I sent on the one feed with Jason. I was like, so we're just all going to meet at your house and party. He didn't say anything, but he sent me a message. He's like, what's going on? And I was like, yeah, we're just all going to like meet up there.
Hey, Anthony, did you have something you were going to say? I apologize. I kind of cut you off there.
No, I was just saying when you were talking about Bobby and him smoking, you should probably elaborate a little more on the smoking part.
Here is a unbelievably cool bourbon I just found.
I've seen that.
So this is Dickel, but it is a 17-year-old Dickel, and man, it is good.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, it's got some of that Dickel Flintstone, but the finish on the back end is just like creme brulee and caramel with like hazelnut coffee and just oof.
Whoa.
Didn't Bourbon Journey do a review on that?
Yeah, and
Maybe
of
about
course,
a week or
the
two
problem
ago.
is, I think these are showing up here. They're all single barrels. They're all store picks, so they're probably going to be really hit and miss. I hate to say.
What's up, Dustin? Cheers, buddy.
Yeah, Bourbon Battalion, you want to talk about kind of just what you do with some of the smoking stuff? I think Anthony had a great point.
Yeah, so
I think we missed some of that stuff. Yeah.
So traditionally, I do a lot of regular reviews, right? Just the idea of a 6-step process. And it's the idea of like a 6-step process is just going to the second pour that a lot of people do, but it isn't always noted for someone that's new to the tubes. You've never seen anybody do a neck pour other than it's bourbon night. For the most part, when someone's doing a review, they've already poured it. The thing that I've always done in the past is, and I've smoked for years, it's just the idea of how do you take something and smoke it? So like you've seen someone do a smoked old fashioned, right? It's very aesthetic and it's very short. But what you do with bourbon and smoking changes an entire profile towards how do I make something taste really good, but a higher proof? How do I make something that's the same stuff, a lower proof? Or if someone says, hey, I would like you to take this and make it barbecue. I want to have a barbecue. I want it to pair. What do you do with that? So you can smoke stuff. So if everybody in this little window here, right, has had Old Forester 1920, guaranteed it. You've had it. You know what it looks like. I can show you what this February, almost 2 months old. Old Forester 1920 under smoke gets that dark. And that is made for Dusty Dan. This was the Dusty Dan blend. He wanted me to smoke it and send it to him for a barbecue. He wanted to try it, and then once he tried it, he'll ask me to make a bottle. So I did the same thing with the Whiskey Crusaders. I did it with Jason C. got it, Perry got it, the Whiskey Crusaders got it, and someone else got it. And Matt and Will from the Crusaders is like, if you'll take Dickel 12 and do what you did with it, I'll buy it by the bottle. It's just the idea of how do you enhance something to make it better. I'm not saying that shit you like isn't good, but why wouldn't you want it to be better? And it's like, how do you do that? And that's one of the things you can do.
How long does it last when you do that? And can you save it like that? So if you were to do something and send us a sample.
Yep.
Not that I'm begging for samples. Make no mistake, I'm never asking for samples. But
I'll take one.
But I would take one if you did, just because I've never tried it.
I hear you.
Right? So, it could be Eagle Rare, frickin'.
So I think the thing that's really weird is like, so we've always taken something that was lackluster. Or something that was really good. Maybe Steve the Gunny, right? The Gunny is my brother. His name is Steve. So I say Steve or the Gunny, it's the same thing. He's a low proof guy. He's 107 and below. I'm 107 and above. And we found that in the years we've been together, he's been doing it since 78. I've been doing it since 98. And we got together and he's like, that's too high proof for me. I don't really care for it. I was like, well, that's too low proof for me. So I started smoking to figure out, how do I change profile? So I have like this whole one side of the bar over here is just nothing but wood chips. And it's a lot. And I literally just smoke stuff to change profiles to meet a palate. I don't do it a lot, and the thing is that I got away from Wednesday and I got away from smoking because people had a hard time understanding. I'm not saying what you were drinking is shit. I'm just saying, how do you make something better? How do you make it so that you and another person that have different profiles can enjoy it? And I didn't feel like it resonated with enough people yet. So I kind of pulled away from it. Do I still smoke? I do. I do that stuff all the time, and I do it. I have requests, and I'll make bottles. I have it for Matt and Will and Dan and stuff like that. But it's just the idea of, how do you take like Dickel 12, that's a Flintstone vitamin, give them a blind of a lot of stuff, and they pick it number one, and they did.
Yeah, to me, so it's interesting, right? So I know that ADHD Whiskey's done a lot of blending stuff lately.
Yeah.
And make no mistake, I'm not nearly as like scientific or complex as you guys are. Like I've said to Adam from the very, very beginning, I'm like the opposite of Chad and Sarah, right? Like, God bless them from what they do. They're an amazing entertainer as well, the way they play off each other and stuff like that. But I smell whiskey and I'm like, honest to God, you're like cherry. And I'm like, fucking A, that is cherry. You know what I mean? But I grab something and I like it, or there's something about it that I don't like, or that doesn't hit me quite as well. I'm not as advanced as you guys are I'm beginner compared to what most of you guys on YouTube are.
So I will say this. I don't think I know. And I know that what you know is good to you.
Right.
If you try something that's not good, what's it missing?
Right.
Think of something that it's missing. And that's what you blend to it. You have to blend your profile, not mine, not Matt's. Anybody that says this and this and this, that's horseshit. It's just the idea of whatever your palate is, it's right.
Right. And so I do know that like my palate is getting better as far as what I recognize I like. So that's one thing I think is funny, because I think a lot of people in whiskey, they don't even realize why they like something. That's why I have like a million different things. But like something like I knew that what were my top two in the blind? It was like that. It was the Booker's, which that nuttiness that I like about Booker's. It was the Larceny Barrel Proof was up there, or was it Larceny? No, it was the nuttiness from the Rare Breed, right? Like it like had that nuttiness. I thought it was the Larceny Barrel Proof just because it had so much nuttiness to it. So I know that there's like some things that I'm drawn to, but so the blending to me is just not as interesting as the smoking. Although the blending, I think it's cool when you can figure that out, right? Like I like a lot of blends,
Yeah.
but I just have so much on my shelf that blending it seems like, I mean, it just seems like work. And I know what I like, you
Listen,
know?
you're not going out of your way to blend stuff that's good.
Yeah.
You blend in shit that you bought because someone told you it was good, and you tried it and it was shit.
Yeah.
Okay, well, what's it missing? So smoking is different, right? Smoking and blending, to me, are two different worlds. If I'm blending something, it's because how do I take something that I thought was like, everybody said, you got to have this. And I had it, and I was like, oh, that sucks. Well, what was it missing to me? So I had to like think through like, okay, if I did this, I need to proof it up. Okay, now I proofed it up. Now I need to add this. And I need so when I did that Knob Creek blend, right? Knob Creek 9, single barrel, 120 proof, great on its own. Knob Creek 12, a freaking sweet bomb. It's delicious. Knob 15, big tannings. Take 2 parts Knob Creek, one of Knob 9 and one of this, and put them together. It was spectacular. It doesn't mean that any of them were bad. It's just, why wouldn't you pursue something that makes your palate feel like it was amazing? And that's all it is. It's just nothing more than just this process of figuring out what do you like. So the hard thing with smoke, right? And you have to do it for a long time to figure it out. You have all these different wood notes, and they do different things. I can tell you without a doubt, hickory smoke will make it feel like it's a way higher proof than it is. Applewood will take a high proof and knock it down. You take mesquite and applewood together and smoke the smoke together before you put it with the thing. It's a barbecue. It smells like you just had a fucking barbecue whiskey. You can put it with baby back ribs, Louis style, Kansas City style. It's a real thing. It's going to pair.
Okay, I'm just going to lay this out there that nobody likes mesquite barbecue.
But
sell a lot of potato chips with that flavor.
Yeah, we put up with it, but let's be honest.
I said mesquite and applewood. Fuck off.
Yeah. With applewood, maybe like applewood and pork are the best, but
you know,
with whiskey, I'm interested.
Well, I think the thing is nothing more than just trial and error. You have to find your palate. My thing is just the idea of what I wanted to bring is like, listen, I truly believe I could go pretty much toe to toe with anybody on just this, but that doesn't interest me. I'm more interested in saying, hey, listen, think outside the box. What is it missing? How do I make that? When you're home alone and you're not on a live feed, you're not talking to anybody, and you want to just try something, you want to drink something, you're like, you want to have the best experience you can have on your own, right? You just want to drink shit you like. So just play with it. Play with it.
So I have a question. This is, I mean, it's not directed directly at you, but maybe anybody that's watching. Do you think Matt from ADHD Whiskey is going to have a little more competition this year because of the big deal that was made about world's top whiskey taster?
Not if he's the one running the show.
Was a big deal made out of it?
I mean, Whiskey Tube has made a pretty big deal out of it, right? Like,
I mean, it almost feels a little like a parody. I mean, at the end of the day, essentially he won the right to have a relatively speaking low-paying job working for Bardstown. I mean, it's a cool gig and it's a fun thing. It's awesome for him, but like, how many people are looking to quit their day job to take on a part-time Bardstown, role? I mean, it worked out great for Matt because he wasn't working at the time. And now between his channel and that, he's probably doing pretty well.
Yeah, and I know that he took off went down to Bardstown or wherever he stayed for the week before and just kind of focused on prepping and it was a $20,000
$20,000 prize, and then he got like, I don't know, he got like X number of shows he would go to where he got paid for those. So I mean, there was some pay for it, but again, I mean, it's a job. You can't really, if you've got a full-time gig, you're probably not going to be able to slide that in easily. But, he was in a good place where I think, his wife had gotten a new job, so he was able to move with her, and, so he's between jobs.
Yeah.
I mean, so it worked out perfect for him. So, I mean, again, awesome for him, but I don't know how many, like, people are really going to compete outside of your bartenders and kind of gig type economy guys.
Like I would even say that, like, I mean, it's really built up his channel, and I mean, God bless him. Like he's done a tremendous job with it, and even winning it, I think, was pretty impressive in general. Because I know there were a couple hundred people maybe that were in it across the country before it narrowed down to him.
Yeah, no, there was some good competition. I mean, I think a lot of those were like bartenders and stuff who really knew their stuff.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting because I do feel like you have to be. I think narrowing it down, you have to be good, but then that finals, there's a little bit of like,
his personality killed it.
Yeah, I was feeling good that day. I just, my palate was on, my nose was on. I don't want to call it luck because I could never do what he's doing, and my freaking camera just jacked up again. I'm just going to turn it off of that.
Well, I think of the same thing, right? You have to have the overall experience of tasting X. If you don't have X, you're never going to pull it. You have no chance of pulling something if you don't have the profile of what they're saying to try.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting. Like, I feel like you're the world's top whiskey taster. Like, you earned it when you win it twice.
Yeah, if you watch Eric Waite at all, I don't know how many of you guys are followers of his, but he's done a lot of stuff on like kind of how to improve your tasting. And one of the things he always talks about is, with whiskey, and especially if you're going to be judged, you've got to sit down and just go through every brand's core range, the cheap, inexpensive core range, up to maybe the 18-year-olds, and just learn what their profile is, what they're producing, not the independents, not the higher end stuff. You just got to like really focus on that. And if that's something you guys want to focus on, I mean, that's how you get there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then also, again, as somebody else just said, that Tim Evans said, Matt's personality, that's why he won. I don't think he was a better taster than some of those other guys. His personality, the way he played with the judges and stuff, man, he was good.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I mean, some of the stuff he was saying was nonsensical a little bit at times, but it was for the judges, and they knew it was for the judges. Like it was a good back and forth. He killed it.
Thank God the judges didn't see the episode where he like almost died and passed out on stream.
No, and then started make no mistake. I am not like downplaying like Tim Evans. Don't text him and be like, "Oh, stall." But it's like I think Matt is tremendous, right? Like, his ability his persona online, and I mean the fact that I have 100 subs and like, wow, I have 100, and he's at like, he went from like 1,000 to 30,000, in 3 months.
Dude, he is funny. I watch him. And I'm entertained. I'm entertained when he did the same thing we've all done, right? He did like a 15-minute segment and he forgot his mic was off. And then he did it again and the video was off.
Like even if you watch his old shit before he was world's top whiskey taster, like he was funny. Like the guy is he's
yeah. Well, I mean, the Bourbon Junkies are the ones who talked him into doing it because he was so funny and just his comments on the live streams. I mean, the guy's just a funny dude.
Yeah, he's great. Yeah, it's great.
And I mean, the entrance of the Bourbon Junkies was a huge reason why he blew up too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and I think him winning the world's top whiskey taster was huge for his career in YouTube and all of that, right? Like I couldn't do what he does. Like I can't do what Bobby does. I mean, I am not the guy that can pull every note out. I mean, even what you do, Dustin, like I can't pull every note out of everything. Again, I'd be in that like, competition being like, damn, that's good.
And I think there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. And what were we guessing on? I forgot what the question was.
Yeah. No, well, I mean, I agree with that. I think, when you first start out, you should be focused on not what flavors am I getting, but how sweet is this relative to another one? How much bitterness is on the end? Yeah. I mean, don't try to pick up apples and cinnamon and baked ham and all that and cherry, like Tim said. Like, just focus on, like, what are the basic senses that we all know and love? Right. Like, is it sweet? Yes. Is it creamy? Oh yeah. I mean, I'm trying to figure this bottle out right now, and I'm having a lot of trouble with it.
But you say, Dustin, that you have to go through and you have to.
Which one is that, Dustin?
This is the new 15 year. I so far, I think the 14 was a little more balanced.
I do have the 14. Yeah.
Yeah. The 14 was a little spicier, like in terms of like cinnamon spice. This one's kind of weirdly like over oaked and yet not over oaked. I'm struggling to figure it out. I'm only on like my second pour, so I mean, by no means am I giving it a judgment at this point. But it's different. It's probably the first 15-year Barton I've had. So it's interesting. I think Barton's finally at 15 years starting to show its age. Because I think some of those 12 and 13s drink pretty young. Not like bad young, but like they don't taste like they've had 12 years of oak where they're really starting to get aged tasting. So this one's the first that's really starting to do that. And I don't know what I think yet.
Yeah, Tim Evans is kind of joking because I always I kind of make fun of some of us YouTubers that do stuff and we're like, oh, I smell vanilla, brown sugar, is that caramel? I think I'm getting some caramel, and it's like,
don't
wow,
forget,
you're
don't
really
forget
going out on
Twinkie.
What's that?
I said, don't forget Twinkie and French toast and
Yeah.
all them other ones. Just like,
Yeah, you're really going out on a limb that
I
bourbon
agree.
tastes like that. Yeah, it's like,
But at the same time, that's unfortunately that isn't every bourbon.
yeah,
Like,
no, I agree. Yeah, but it's like
if you don't mention it, it's like, did you really taste it? You didn't even pick up vanilla.
But I think that somewhere along the lines, you have to be true to yourself, right? All of us came from a different thing when we were young kids. All of us had different taste profiles. And like, I'll never forget the very first time that my brother, the gunny, said, dude, baseball glove leather. But I knew what he meant because he was like chewing on a baseball glove, pulling one string to tighten it and the other one with his mouth trying to tighten it.
Anybody that's played baseball has done that shit, right, Chris?
It was. And once he said it, I was like, you know what? I get that. So you have to be true. You don't have to say the notes. I would say the best thing you could do would be when you're tasting something, do not read the bottle. Taste what you believe it is to you. So like I've had so many comments on my 2 different flavors I pulled off. One of them is maple from the line and one of them is pancake syrup.
I just want to know if that's a Vegemite sandwich, Ken.
No, it's just peanut butter and jelly.
Oh, thank God. Vegemite is so fucking
It's disgusting.
Tim just made me
Hey, don't
freaking
diss
hungry.
it.
Or Ken did. Sorry.
So, when you talk about it, like maple from the line is when you're making maple syrup, right? Not cooked down, nothing. It's just the maple syrup water that comes out of the lines. Well, I'm in Ohio. We're maple syrup. The only place probably more maple syrup is Canada.
Vermont.
No one cares about Vermont. Fuck off.
It's small, you're right.
I'm just saying, Vermont is the best in the U.S. supposedly, right? Like that's
No.
If you want snowfall and maple syrup, I guess.
I guess if you want to go to Vermont to get it, but no one does.
I've heard the fall leaves are really nice.
Hey, they are in every northeastern state.
The peanut butter is like 4 years old, Tim. No.
Bullshit.
But when you talk about maple syrup, right? So a lot of places, you're not talking about maple. You're talking about taking butter in a cast iron skillet with brown sugar, melting it, and it comes out to be something you pour on pancakes because you might not be able to afford maple. Maple syrup was expensive when I was a kid. And so you just have to be uniquely tuned to what you know. And what you know is okay. Because you may know something, Mike, and it might peer off to me, and I'm like, oh, I know that. I get that. And the idea is the reason why there's so many different tubers that can succeed, can work and be good, because so many people have different palates. Some people like high proof. Listen, I would drink Obtainium and shit like that for days. Some people like the gunny, who's been doing this since. Oh, listen, there's nobody in the tubes that's been drinking bourbon since '77, and he's like, I don't really care for 107. But when I did that Balcones Texas shootout, He was like, that shit's amazing. And it's like high proof. He was like, I would buy all of it. I said, you can't find it. That stuff's, you'll never find it. I won't find it. So just be true to yourself. Be true to yourself, experiment, find your stuff, and be comfortable with. You do not have to compete with anybody. Just be you.
Now, one thing I did want to bring up that you were talking about earlier on blending, and one of the things I would recommend to anybody who's trying to blend, when you first start playing with it and you're a little iffy, stick with one brand. Like kind of like what you were talking about, mixing just the Knob Creeks together.
Yep.
Same with like if you've got Scotch and you want to blend Scotch, stick with blend Macallan 12 and Macallan 18 to see if you can get a better whiskey. Blend blend Stag Junior with Eagle Rare if you're trying to do something.
I agree completely.
There you go, Donald Rance. He just pulled one out for you, buddy.
And Dustin, I will echo that because I thought that Knob 9, Knob 12, Knob 15 was one of the best blends. And on a blind, my brother said it was the best blend he'd ever had in his life. He's like,
yeah, it takes out all the variables. That's the beauty of it.
I would buy that today.
Hey, Dustin, Tim Evans wants to know how the pick was.
Pick's on Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
He's talking about the bullet pick that Jason and I are doing. It'll be on Wednesday.
You guys, anything you want to pump right now, Dustin?
No, nothing right now. Mike and I are still trying to figure out our whole plan for starting to do some lives and Patreon. I'm still trying to get my setup here at home to be where I don't need headsets. Like I was actually looking today. I'm trying to find I need a monitor, which I think I finally found what I'm going to buy, which is going to set me back a bit. But once we get all that worked out, and we also got some tax stuff we got to figure out because we're looking like we're going to be able to offer Scotch barrel picks right off the bat.
What?
Yeah, we got an importer who is a good friend of ours, and he's figuring out some of his legal stuff to start selling the bottles. But he's already got them coming in, so.
OH.
No, not happening.
Oh. What?
Go Cats, buddy.
Oh, go Cats. As I wear my Buckeyes.
You know what? I like all Buckeye fans who don't scream about the Buckeyes, which oddly enough is not as many as I'd like.
I don't scream.
I know you haven't.
Never.
Do you ever watch Malted Man Cave? That is one loud Buckeye fan. And in fact, he just texted me, so I almost want to respond back. How'd the Buckeyes do this year in the tournament?
Well, basketball don't count. Who cares?
He cares about all of it.
Unless you're a Kentucky fan.
Don't count until it does, right, Bobby? Until they fucking win it, and then you're like, "Hey, how about that Buckeyes?"
Well, Buckeyes aren't ever been in basketball.
I mean, Greg Oden year they made the finals.
Yeah, they've been pretty good.
They got beat by Florida.
That was a really good Florida team.
Yeah, they were loaded. I think that year they got beat by them in every brand and everything, right?
Yeah, they did. They lost both football
They
and
lost
basketball.
both of them, football and basketball.
Was it the same season?
Yeah,
I know they lost.
Same year.
Same year? Okay. Whew. Yeah, I mean, that Florida basketball team was just.
But you know what? You know what you get in Ohio? You know you're going to have a quality football team because you have a traditional football state that has a lot of profiles and they can recruit like crazy. And so basketball, you know what? It is what it is. But Kentucky's always good in basketball.
Wasn't this year.
Well, in general, traditionally,
I don't really count these COVID years as like real sports.
They're a blue blood for sure.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Kentucky's the winningest program ever, so I think that kind of would definitely put them in the blue blood category.
No, their basketball has always been like legit.
Yeah, no, we're trying to get our football program to where at least it's like fun to watch consistently, and
they just
got to getting there.
Get out of the SEC because they're in a bad bracket.
Yeah, definitely it's tough, but at the same time though, the SEC provides so much more money. Like, it helps our track and field team so much, and track and field helps football. And we've brought in some really good coaches in the last like 10 years or so who really understand how to make money out of that. Like Kentucky's now actually generating money off its track and field team. Like, how crazy is that?
We have a weird thing like in Division II football and Division II sports, especially sports. So in Division II sports, I live in Ashland, Ohio. So Ashland University and Division II track is like the national powerhouse. They usually win all of it. And they have like people that make it to the Olympics and all that kind of stuff. And the thing is, Division I doesn't always have the best athlete. They just get more recognition.
All right, we're talking NCAA sports now, so we're going to end our regular stream. All you boys still in here live with us, you can talk in the background, but cheers to everybody that came out tonight. Me and Mike planned on not going too late tonight, so this is like one of our first Sundays going under, 4.5 hours?
Yeah.
So,
hey, good luck tomorrow, man. Going back to work.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm back to work tomorrow.
Cheers.
Cheers to everybody that came out. Thanks, everybody. Ken, Bobby, you guys were here from the beginning. Thank you, guys. Urban Neophyte, Dustin, thanks for jumping on, man.
Yep, thanks for having us.
Cheers to everyone in the chat. Donald Rance, good seeing you here, man. Tim Evans, of course, you're always here, buddy. Cheers, everyone, and we will see you possibly this week, if not next Sunday.
Cheers.
Cool.
Later.
Thanks. Good night, guys.
Yes, Donald, it's a hitter. I agree. Yep. Cheers, guys.